And with that, we are rather abruptly live. So, hello everyone, I am AliasComrade. Welcome back to more Halo Reach. We're mostly just going to be, party up here. There we go, there we go, partied up. So yeah, welcome to more Halo Reach. This is just going to be a sort of lazy, working on grinding XP stream. Sort of a bonus stream, but not really. Because, you know, I wouldn't normally stream on a Tuesday. I normally try to go Monday, Wednesday, Friday if I can. But I'm going to be playing this anyway, so I'm streaming today as well. So, I have leveled up at least once since the last time I streamed Reach. I've also learned a bit about the leveling system as well. As it turns out, every 30 levels you prestige, and the amount of XP you need to level up resets to back as it was to level 1. So it's basically, you have to do levels 1 to 33 times, and then 1 to 10 4 times. My boy, this XP is what all true Spartans strive for. I just wonder what the Covenant's up to. Your Majesty, the Covenant and his minions have seized the planet of Reach. How can we help? It is written, only Chief can defeat the Covenant. Great! I'll grab my assault rifle. Oh no, great! I'll grab my stuff. There is no time. Your assault rifle is enough. I guess I better get going. Yeah, the XP resets essentially. You don't lose any of your, like, unlock progress, but you basically, you get easier XP gains for a bit again. And part of the reason I like this, and this isn't so, it makes the leveling system a little less bad for me, is once we get to level 90, that means it's going to be really easy to get GUNGNIR CBRN, because we only have to do the equivalent of the first 4 levels of getting XP to get to GUNGNIR CBRN. And it also means once I complete the tab I'm on, I'll start getting faster unlocks again, because we'll be back to level 1. So I don't actually mind how that works. I actually think this prestige system is okay. I still don't like the new leveling system, and I still think it somehow feels more grindy than the old Reach one. But it's not so bad. It's passable. It is objectively less grindy, I think, but it still feels more grindy in a way. It's a really weird feeling, to be honest. My fifis. You see, I'm basically doing some Reach research in the background today between doing other stuff, like important actual life stuff. And the other bit of research that I've learned is the best multiplayer playlists, like PvP playlists for getting XP, and the news isn't exactly pleasant. You see, there is a cap for how much XP you can get a game, essentially, and XP is split into 3 things. So the amount of time spent in the game, which is your basically your participation XP. Now, you do seem to get more participation XP if you actually win, but not a ton more. You still get a decent amount, even if you lose.
15 minutes remaining. Reinforcements.
But further to this, the problem is the playlists that seem to be the best for XP games are, this is in no particular order, I don't know which is objectively the best out of these, but it is SWAT, Invasion, Zombies, and Griffball. And this is because all of these playlists, all of these game types, give you ample opportunity to get lots of medals, which helps you reach the cap for your performance bonus, which is an extra 8,000 XP. The cap for your teamwork bonus, which is 5,000 XP, and have decently long matches, which allows you to increase your gains in terms of the XP you get from the time spent in the game and completing and winning the game. Now the problem with this is, as we have demonstrated on the stream several times, SWAT is full of sweaties. It might as well be called Sweat at this point. So actually getting a decent game in SWAT, easier said than done at the minute. Oh, I killed myself. Invasion, you know, is not bad, but I personally don't like Invasion. I'd forgotten that I disliked Invasion, but there you go. It's also the problem is with Invasion, it's very easy for one team to just completely take control of a match and win. Particularly on Boneyard. Like, Boneyard is the worst for that in my opinion. But yeah, in fact, anyway, as I was saying, sorry, I got briefly distracted by the final wave of enemies here. Zombies, of course, you've got the problem. The only way you're going to get decent performance in zombies is if you camp around with the other players and rack up kills that way. And you know, there's always the chance that you're going to get one of those matches where you're a zombie starting every round. So there's no guarantee you're going to get good XP from a round. And then there's Griffball. Now the thing is with Griffball is, I can say without a shadow of a doubt that Griffball is the most toxic playlist in Halo Reach. All of the bad, like the worst players I've met, as in worst in terms of attitude and just general dickishness, have been in Griffball for Halo. It's the Tatooine of Halo. It's a wretched sky, a wretched hive of scum and villainy. Because you get a lot of really, really bad player types in that. Like, I'm just having a thunk here. Because like you get, let me think, you get spawn killers, you get spawn campers, so you'll get people who will kill you as soon as you come out of the spawn, and you'll also get people who will camp around your spawn and kill you quite happily.
Reinforcements.
You get serial betrayers, so you'll get people who will just go into a game to be a dick and betray people.
Overkill. Overkill.
You get AFKers fairly regularly. This was particularly bad in Classic Reach because one of the easiest ways to get XP in Classic Reach was to go AFK while playing Griffball. Like, you could get 20 XP a game just from dicking around in Griffball, pretty much. 20 credit. Well, 20 XP. I said 20 XP. What am I talking about? I meant 20,000 credits. So you could get like a tenth of the daily credit cap nearly, just from dicking around. And you'd get teams that would just sit in there and camp. Both sides, just sitting there camping, dicking around, so that both teams would tie and both teams would get XP bonuses. And then you'd also get dickheads who'd try and ruin it for one team, so that only their team would get the XP bonus. So even then, even with the campers, you got scummy campers who wouldn't play fair. You also get people who hog the objective, like they grab the bomb every single time and they will betray you for the bomb. You get sweaties. There's like a whole sect of Griffball sweaties who just try and complete games as quickly as possible. And just spend all of their time playing and learning how to complete Griffball matches as fast as possible. Like, it's got its own special brand of sweaty. You know it's bad when it's got its own brand of sweaty. Yeah, I'm going to apologise in advance. There's going to be a lot of firefight this stream because I am just doing this to get more XPs. And I'm going to need to do probably at least 10 games of firefight to level up again, because towards that, once you get to that 30th level or start getting close to it, the XP grind like starts increasing significantly.
Anchor up.
But we're probably going to get the UA multi-threat shoulders tonight, which is nice. I'm hoping maybe tomorrow night we might even get EOD, but I doubt it.
Bonus round.
I might end up getting EOD offline on Thursday or something.
Anchor up.
You've been recommended Halo Reach videos, and one of them shows you how to beat Halo Reach without walking? The fuck?
Rampage. Kill him, Jar.
Oh, wait, this is the bonus round, didn't realise. Bonus round came around really quick. I didn't realise we were that far into the game already.
Untouchable. Kill atrocity. Overkill. Triple kill. Kilimanjaro.
Ooh, a lot of Kilimanjaros.
Double kill. Overkill. Overkill.
Anchor up.
Bonus round over.
We'll take all the victories we can get. Enjoy this one while you can.
Game over.
Oh god, a bit of that went down the wrong hole. Fuck. Yeah, send me that video in a sec, Drift Star. I'm genuinely curious about this beating Halo Reach without walking. Also, wow, I am suddenly way too hot. I've gone from way too cold to way too hot. So as you see, that match took about 15 minutes, so we got 1,500 experience, so about 100 experience per minute. But since we didn't do a lot of teamwork, we didn't get a particularly high teamwork score. So, as you can see, we've got 973,300 XP, and we need to get to 1,066,000. So we've got to get 90,000 XP essentially. So that's another 9 games of Firefight roughly, because you get about 10,000 XP per game. You found it, nice. Rocket Sloth, what a good username. Rocket Sloth. His guide to beating Halo Reach with no walking.
Defend this area at all costs, Spartan.
Oh yes, it's melee fight. I love melee fight.
Set, start, skull.
This is one of my favourite game modes. I love doing fist fight. I just love fisting my enemies. I also like this game mode because you get a slight speed increase, so it makes sprint a lot more viable than perhaps other firefight game modes.
Hammer spree.
Also, I had a look at Gears of War 5 today, very briefly, just to have a gander at it before the stream. Like, because I am eventually going to stream Gears 5, as I've said. Kind of amazing thing with the Digital Deluxe Edition, okay? It seems like, I don't know if there's like a heroes versus villains mode, but in theory, if there is, you could have Emil from Halo Reach versus the Terminator.
Reinforcements.
Like, Emil and the Terminator are both playable characters on opposite sides, and I find that beautifully absurd.
Green Crusher. Killer spree. Triple kill.
See, I like melee fight a lot because you don't get that one arsehole flying around with a field gun and jetpack just stealing all your kills, which tends to happen a lot. A lot of people rely really heavily on jetpack in Firefight. As you can see, we've already had 2 people in this game with us using jetpack. But because everyone needs to get close to do damage, literally everyone else in this game is using jetpack. We're the only ones using sprint. But because of the speed increase, sprint and evade become very viable. In my opinion, hologram is never particularly viable for Firefight because I don't tend to find the AIs fall for it particularly often. Armor lock's fairly useful. Armor lock can be good. But in this game, the mobility ones really come into their own due to the speed boost. Like, see, I'm using sprint and I'm at the top of the leaderboard right now.
Reinforcements.
Not by much, but I am at the top. And because I'm able to, you know, synergize it with the increased movement speed, it means in some cases I'm able to get to the enemies quicker than the jetpack guys. Because quite often the problem is the jetpack guys will get to the enemies first, because they're able to get a good view of the map and attack them from range. Which puts them at a major advantage for Firefight. But in that case, I had sprint, and I was able to reach those 2 grunts before the jetpack guy, because all of his mobility is vertical. And in this case as well, when the drop ships come in, if I can get a gander on where they're going to land, can't see them for looking at the moment. I'm able to get in there and throw out a little bit of punishment. I can punish them like it's garbage today. Bonus points if you get that reference.
Remaining. Triple kill. Last
I say that like there's more than one person watching at the moment, but you know, if you see this on the archive. Speaking of which, I need to get you to do the archive thumbnails tomorrow, Driftstar. If that's okay. I meant to ask today, but I was kind of busy, kind of tired, kind of just got caught up in a lot of stuff.
Mythic on. Round start. 15 minutes remaining.
Oh. We can't launch the propane tanks properly because meleeing them just makes them explode. Bloody a Walnut committed suicide. Firstly, Bloody a Walnut, that is a fantastic gamer tag again.
Triple kill. Triple kill.
You should begin to think Sprint is fucking fist fight meta. It feels so weird saying meta. The meta. Also, I was considering doing a little Destiny 2 prelude, maybe looking at some of the new season stuff tonight, but guess what? The Destiny 2 servers aren't working. They're just down.
Reinforcements.
Thankfully, I've got other shit I want to play, so I'm not too broken up. And it would have just been, oh, look at the new stuff we can get before we play Halo Reach. You know, a vastly superior game that came out 8 years ago. Oh, he's got it. I should probably do some sword kills, actually, because that will rack me up some more medals. Not that we're exactly wanting for medals at this point.
Double kill.
But more medal variety doesn't hurt.
Reinforcements.
Okay, good. Exactly what I was hoping to happen happened. Guys spawned over here, and we got to them really quickly.
Sword spree. Overkill. Dice. Reinforcements.
I'm very interested to see what the Destiny PvP stream is going to be like. Provided I don't say fuck it and do... I was going to say, provided I don't say fuck it and do more Reach, but at that point I'm going to have been playing Reach every evening for like 4 days solid, so it'd probably... No, not 4 days, 5 days solid, so it'd probably... it'd probably be a good idea to take an evening's break at that point. Because I played it Sunday, played it Monday, played it today, played it Wednesday, and I'll be playing it offline, off stream on Thursday as well. That's a lot of Halo Reach. And to be honest, I played it Thursday as well. And Wednesday, I think. Did I play it Wednesday as well last week? I can't remember. Yeah, I think I did, because, yeah, I did. I played it on Wednesday. So I played it Wednesday and Thursday last week. I played it on... You want to predict that Destiny 2 PvP will be fun because you want to have hope.
Last enemy.
What I'm hoping is that the sheer variety of weapons you can use will mean that there's less of a meta, maybe. But even then, I'm pretty sure there is a meta. But my idea is I'm going to try out my my Grenadier build, my Thunder Goddess build. And then a sort of mix build that has a bit of everything. I want to try out my machine gunner build as well. What's pew-pewing me? How are we doing score-wise? We've got a fairly hefty score lead. Like, we're 3,000 points above everyone else currently. That's pretty absurd.
Overkill.
I think that's gonna be the boss in the morning.
Reinforcements.
God, the brute sounds so dumb in this game.
Triple kill. Reinforcements.
Oh, hey! Hunters.
Another tango down.
Hey, someone's catching up with our score. I wonder if someone switched to sprint and if that's helping them out. See, 2 jetpacks still. Nope, someone else is using sprint. Although it's not the sprint guy that's catching up with us, it's the cog guy who's another jetpacker.
Reinforcements.
Yeah, they've got all those guys over there covered, so let's see where else some of them have spawned. Oh crap, what a variety. Oh, these are the heavies. Okay, gotta be careful here.
Triple kill.
Mostly because of the rocket boys, like this guy. Stop running backwards, you fuck. Face your death.
Double kill.
Well, I guess he is facing his death if he's running backwards, actually.
Reinforcements.
We've got a fairly consistent 3,000 point lead at the moment. Over the jetpack dudes. What the fuck was that noise? Oh, there was an elite we'd missed. No McDonald's promotional Hammerman toothpaste for you, young man.
2 enemies remaining. Last enemy.
I still think that is one of the weirdest McDonald's promotions ever. That at one point they just did MC Hammer branded toothpaste as a giveaway in the fucking Happy Meal. Like, can you imagine how gypped the kids must have felt? Expecting a Happy Meal toy Not saying that Happy Meal toys are any good or anything, but expecting a Happy Meal toy and getting fucking toothpaste.
Black eye.
Because I can tell you, I'd feel fucking shit.
Tilt. On. Iron. Bonus round. Good luck. Invincible.
To be honest though, it was probably better than any of the fucking Happy Meal toys you could get. Hey, you got an assist. Nice, that will give me a little bit of extra teamwork XP.
5 minutes remaining. Overkill. Double kill. Double kill. Triple kill. Triple kill. Double kill. Double kill.
You crave McDonald's now. Thankfully that is not something that ever affects me because I genuinely dislike McDonald's food. Like, I'm not saying this because, oh yeah, McDonald's is gross and stuff. I just genuinely don't like the stuff. The only thing I like is the McFlurry.
Bonus round over.
We'll take all the victories.
Hey,
we can get.
bloody hell,
Enjoy
look
this
how many
one while you
points we
can.
got compared to everyone else.
Over.
That's ridiculous. Yeah, not a fan of Mickey D's myself. Really, I'm not a fan of any fast food chain if I think about it. I don't like Burger King, particularly. I don't like KFC. KFC is shit. And that's of course, KFC is of course where I got the fucking anal disaster burger. Right, so it's 73. Let's see how our XP goes up. Fairly decently. Yeah, I've heard that KFC kind of varies country to country, but I can safely tell you that English KFC sucks like massive chode.
Firefight.
Ooh, okay.
hold this area at
We'll
all
run
costs.
active camo sniper for this.
Set, start, skulls, on.
Yeah, we've got a jetpack fuel rod gun guy, I can tell it. See, so we've got two snipey boys, a jetpack fuel rod gun boy, and a sprinty rocket launcher boy. So we've not actually got a bad mix. There is some variation at least, which is nice. And quite often in games like this where you get the actual variation in loadouts rather than everyone getting the same weapons, there is always like a chance that you're just going to get match made with three guys all using fuel rod jetpack. You know, I've heard also this is just a rumor. I don't know if this is true or if it will be introduced during this season. I'm hoping it's going to be introduced in the next few weeks while I'm doing the majority of my grinding, but apparently they might bring back challenges to... They might bring challenges to the Master Chief Collection, which is always a nice thing in Halo Reach. Because in Halo Reach, you get 5 challenges. You get 4 daily and 1 weekly. And the weekly challenge would always be something quite big and difficult to do, but you get quite a lot of bonus XP for it. You get like 20,000 credits. And the daily ones, you could get anywhere from just like 1,000 odd credits to like 5,000 credits for some of them. The best part was, you wouldn't just get them for multiplayer either. You'd get firefight ones, you'd get campaign ones, and you just get a little random mix every day to keep things interesting. I kind of hope they bring back commendations as well, but just in the classic sense. Because in Halo Reach Classic you could also earn commendations, and they were just little things that you could chip away at over time. Like grenade kills, precision weapon kills, heavy weapon kills. And they'd gradually level up, and as they got to different levels, you'd get little XP bonuses from them.
Double kill.
And it always made the early XP grind a little bit easier, because you'd start unlocking loads of like low level commendations.
Reinforcements.
And they were also one of the ways you could get XP for doing campaign. Like, I remember at the start of Halo Reach, there was a real problem with people exploiting the target locator on only sword base. And people would exploit the target locator repeatedly just to get multi-kills by using a certain checkpoint. And they'd use it to fill up the heavy weapons and multi-kill commendations. I know some people actually got banned for doing that as well. And a few people even got, I think 1 or 2 people actually got their XP progress revoked as well, like they got set back to level 1. Doing that exploit.
Mythic on. Round start.
Someone I knew got reset for something as well. I can't remember who it was. Someone did something, like some new XP glitch came out and one of my mates did it. Or maybe not one of my mates, but like someone I knew. Like someone from one of the many clans I bugged, and he got reset, I swear. I could be remembering wrong, but I have a recollection of this happening.
Double kill.
And someone got their rank reset and they were really pissed about it because they were like quite a high rank and they got sent back to recruit.
Riot. Triple kill. 15 minutes remaining.
Yeah, it is a little rough, but I mean they shouldn't have tried to game the system, I guess. I wonder how many people are going to like whine and complain that you don't get Inheritor rank on
Reinforcements.
the Master Chief Collection. Because Inheritor was always a big deal in Classic Reach. Because Inheritor was the highest rank to get and it literally took millions of XP to get to it. Like, if you wanted to get to Inheritor, you needed to dedicate 3 entire months of your life, minimum, to playing Reach. You needed to hit the XP cap every day for 3 months, essentially. Each day. So it was like a serious grind to get to Inheritor. Like I said, at one point, I said before, at one point I considered doing it for the stream, and I just thought, no, that just seems ridiculous. And that was the only way you could get the Haunted Helmet originally. Well, I say originally because, you know, they've changed it for the MCC Reach. Yeah, the funny thing is about the Haunted Helmet is, considering it would take you literally millions of credits to reach it. Wow, he just fucking no-scoped me. And by the time you got it, you would have unlocked all of the other armor in the game, so you'd literally just have millions of credits left over.
Double
The
kill.
Haunted Helmet only cost 1 credit.
Double kill. Sniper spree.
Because originally, I keep saying originally, Haunted was only for Bungie Star. Another thing that was really weird is, at first, I think, unless I'm much mistaken, you could only get to Lieutenant Colonel level 3 in Halo Reach. That was the level cap for a while. And then they increased it to have all of the later ranks, like Brigadier and General, and stuff like that. Now, thankfully, that had already been updated out of the game by the time I was at those ranks. So by the time I got to Lieutenant Colonel, the level cap had already been like majorly increased, and inheritors were like a thing by then.
Reloading, cover me.
Killing spree.
Now, old school Reach was a fucking weird bundle, I'll give you that. Yeah, I've seen so many people asking for the credit system back and wishing the credit system wasn't gone. I'm not sure if they're just blinded by nostalgia, or if it is just because this system feels so much more
2 enemies remaining.
grindy. Part of it is that a lot of people feel like they're being forced to work through stuff they don't want to get stuff they really do want. Whereas that was less, it felt less like that in Reach because of the credit system. And I mean, that's true. Like, for example, I'm going to have to get the bloody Emil helmet, which I hate, before I can get my precious GUNGNIR. And again, I guess that was also technically sort of kind of the case in Classic Reach, but I didn't have to buy it, is what I mean.
Just in there. Nice.
Sharp shoot.
My weapon is low.
The thing is, I don't have a huge issue with Emil's helmet design. Yeah, it's really fucking edgy. Yeah, I think it is a bit daft, but I don't have a huge problem with it. The reason I hate it so much as like a customization option for my Spartan is because it's such a signature thing to Emil. Like, it completely takes me out of the feeling of my Spartan being personalised because it's wearing the, like, signature thing of another Spartan. It's part of why I was never keen on getting Mark 6 in this, because to me Mark 6, like the classic Mark 6, is and always will be the Master Chief helmet.
Reinforcements.
And it creates a sort of, almost a detachment for me in a sense, from my little character map. I get that less. It's weird. You might also argue, well, why don't I get that with the ODST helmet? Because, you know, the ODST helmet was worn by nearly all of the main characters of ODST. But in ODST, each version of the ODST helmet had like its own little variation. And since none of those variations are actually present as customization for this game, it feels less like I'm wearing another character's helmet, and it feels just more like, oh, I'm wearing a helmet from this universe. But it's the same reason that I don't like wearing George's helmet particularly. I don't like wearing June's helmet. Carter's I don't mind so much because I feel the little cap attachment makes it look kind of different enough because it sort of messes with the silhouette a little bit. And it's like, I don't have an issue with any of their designs. I actually like the designs of pretty much all of Noble Team's helmets. Like I said, I'm not keen on Emil's because I think it is kind of dumb and edgy looking. But I don't think it's like completely terrible. I would say it's probably one of my least favourite helmets in the game. I don't know if it is my 100% least favourite. I think my 100% least favourite is probably either Recon, Hazop, or maybe Military Police. You see, my problem with Military Police is one of my friends said it looks like a hamburger, and I've never been able to unsee it. So I just can't wear it because it looks like, to me it always looks like my character's wearing a giant, it looks like he's being turned into Mayor McFucking Cheese, basically. Cheeky. Recon, I hate it, A, because I have that stigma that so many players I've met that turn out to be dickheads seem to wear Recon.
5 enemies remaining. 2 enemies remaining. Last enemy. Double kill.
My weapon is low. Reloading.
And also,
Black Eye. Famine. Tilt.
okay.
Iron. Bonus round. Good luck.
Sorry, I lost my voice doing that. I don't like the way the Recon helmet looks in this game, and I always feel like it looks way too small to actually fit on a character's head. In this game, like, it just looks really silly to me. It's the Pinhead Larry helmet.
Kill. Attack.
Yeesh, that was a bit of a blast. Come on, where's that fuel rod? I need a cheeky fuel rod.
Triple kill. Double kill. Kill. Attack. Triple kill.
And Emil's helmet, I'm not a huge fan of EVA in this game to begin with. I think the skull looks really kind of goofy, and there is that whole thing of it being so iconically Emil's helmet that it sort of detaches me from my own Spartan if I wear that.
I think that's
Double kill.
And also there's the issue that the people that wear it are always the fucking edgy cunts. And a lot of tryhards or edgy kids used to wear the Emil helmet.
Well done.
Game over.
Also, I've just noticed my fucking door blew open again. Hang on a minute. minx. There we go. I've wedged a jacket in front of the door. Hopefully that stops it from blowing open. But yeah, like, I'm not saying all helmets, that there's any helmets really without sin. Like, you will always get dickhead players who wear helmets that I don't, like, associate with dickheads. Like, you all know that I fucking worship GUNGNIR, and I've always said, like, a lot of players that wear GUNGNIR seem to be fairly chill or fairly nice. And while that is true for most of my encounters, I've also met some real fucking tryhards that wear GUNGNIR. And some proper sweats as well. You guess it's if you want to cosplay a character from Noble Team. Well, that's the thing. They specifically made all of the Noble Team armor, like, unique to Noble Team. You can't actually replicate any member of Noble Team 100% accurately in Reach. So you can't even actually cosplay as them, really. Like, you can sort of approximate them, but you'll never look
We need
correct.
to hold this area at all costs.
I guess we better go jetpack, or we're not going to be in with much of a chance.
Set, start, skull, on.
It's weird though, because I say that about Mark 6, about I associate it too much with Master Chief. Yeah, I don't mind wearing Mark 5 too much, which again is one of Master Chief's sort of... I guess it's because it was only his helmet for like one game, I associate it with him less heavily. In a weird way, despite that being my favourite version of Master Chief. Maybe it's just because I really like Mark... Because part of it is I also don't like Mark 6's design particularly, but I really like Mark 5. So I can kind of overlook it a little. I think what it is even if a helmet feels like it's very much attached to a character, I can sometimes overlook it if I really enjoy the design. Like, for example, Commando with Mark 5 in this. One helmet I feel that gets a lot of unnecessary shit in this game though is JFO. Like, I'm not a massive fan of JFO or anything, and I used to really dislike it. I used to refer to it as the just fuck off helmet. The implication being that it was so ugly I wanted it to just fuck off. But I actually think it's okay. Now that I'm, you know, not a complete wanker. Just a partial wanker. I still think it looks like Iron Man, if I'm completely honest. I will still refer to JFO as the Iron Man helmet until the day I die. But, you know, I don't think it's that bad. I think it gets a lot more shit than it deserves as well. It's definitely not the ugliest helmet in this game. I guess I'm not a huge fan of CQB either. But that's not just Reach CQB, that's just CQB in general I don't like. As I said before, it looks like someone tried to crossbreed Samus Aran with a beach ball.
Killing spree.
Comrade on his deathbed, hee Iron Man helmet. It really does look like Iron Man. Like, I'll see if I can get a preview of it up before the next match to demonstrate what I mean. One thing I also find really funny about that is I sometimes refer to it as the Beetleborg helmet as well, because there's a particular attachment for it. There's like a little antenna that sits on top. And it really reminds me of the horn of like a dynastid beetle or something, like one of the really big sort of slightly tropical beetles.
Reinforcements. Double kill.
So it's both the Beetleborg's helmet and the Iron Man helmet. That being said, though, it doesn't actually really look like any of the big bad Beetleborgs. Actually, no, it kind of does look like one of the big bad Beetleborgs. Now that I think about it, it kind of looks a bit like the gold one, but overweight. Oh my god, you could cosplay as a really chubby Beetleborg in this game. Like, if you put on really chunky armor and the JFO helmet with the little antenna, you could be a chubby Beetleborg. Now that's a Spartan cosplay idea. Chubby Beetleborg. I actually kind of want to do that now. Play as the Chubby Beetleborg for a couple of games after I get the JFO helmet or something.
Double kill. 2 enemies remaining. Last enemy. Mythic on.
I'm trying to think if there's any other helmets in this game that I like
Round
really
start.
dislike. I can't say I'm a huge fan of CQC particularly, but I think it's mostly
15
fine.
minutes remaining.
It always looks to me like it has a tiny little mustache. Oh my god! I just realised why I don't like Hazop. I just realised why I don't like the Hazop helmet. It looks like Darkside Phil. The Hazop helmet is the Spartan Darkside Phil. No, I'm not kidding. Like it's got the like weirdly square head shape, the severely lacking hairline, the stupid little beard.
Triple kill.
Oh my god! I can't believe I've only just realised this. Hang on, is anyone in this game wearing Hazop? I might be able to get a clear look at it. If he's wearing Hazop, he's hiding it. No, he's got Recon. So he's got Recon. So the NSA guy's got Recon. What about Tyre? What's he got on? He's got CQC, so he's not wearing it. Okay, look, I'll try and get a look at the JFO helmet after this game and explain what I meant by it being Iron Man. But we'll also take a quick look at Hazop if we can. What do you mean the Covenant is on Reach? The game didn't tell me about this. It's so stupid. Why do we keep finding Darkside Phil in our games?
Reinforcements.
Reloading, cover me.
It also doesn't have a chin, really, so yeah, it really is Darkside Phil. Like, you have to add its chin as an attachment.
Tango down. Well done.
Reinforcements.
He's definitely wearing CQC, right? Yeah, CQC. I can't say I'm a massive fan of the pilot helmet in this game. I don't mind it, and I like it better than EVA, but it still has a bit of Pinhead Larry syndrome going on, I suppose. I'm trying to think, are there any other helmets I really dislike? I will admit, I don't like George's helmet, but I specifically don't like it in multiplayer. Like, on George himself, the helmet looks fine. But on multiplayer Spartans, it always looks really weird. I can never quite put my finger on it. It's like there's a really subtle difference in the way it's done. That it always looks really weird on multiplayer Spartans to me. Like, it's too soft, in a sense.
Reinforcements.
The thing is though, none of the helmets in Halo Reach are like super ugly or anything. All of them look pretty good. It really wasn't until 343 started doing armor designs in Halo 4 that we started getting like the piss ugly Halo Spartan armor. Like even Hazop looks fine. It just I don't like it personally. Like it's good enough.
2 enemies remaining. Last enemy.
And it still looks like Spartan armor. That's the important part. I know a lot of people think GUNGNIR is really ugly.
Cloud on. Round start.
Initially, believe it or not, I thought GUNGNIR was really ugly. Back when I like first started Reach, and because it started cropping up really rarely because it was such a high rank helmet at the time. So seeing someone with GUNGNIR was really rare, and when I first started seeing it, I really disliked it. Because I couldn't understand how the Spartan was meant to see out of it. I thought it looked really weird. But the more I started seeing it in multiplayer, the more I started to like it.
Double kill.
And it steadily really grew on me with how weird it was. And I of course noticed it had the little camera, so you could see out of it. And it grew on me so much, and then of course people started getting into the really high ranks, and you started seeing the version of it with the EOD mutton chops. And I fell in love with that look, because I love the EOD helmet, and I love the GUNGNIR helmet, so sticking those two together,
Reinforcement.
2 of my top 3 Halo helmets of all time combined, it was just like a dream come true. Also, the reason in canon they can get away with like the whole blast shield thing is because the little camera that GUNGNIR does have is like a really advanced optical array. It's called, I think it's literally called Weird 3.
Invincible.
And I guess it would be a case of like with old-fashioned tanks, restricted visibility, but in return for greater protection. And I just started to love that blast shield bitch. And that was the one reason I ended up getting to fucking Noble on not Noble. Was it Noble or was it Mythic? It was Mythic. That was the one reason I ended up getting to Mythic on Halo Reach, because I wanted that helmet so badly. It's the only thing I gave a fuck about.
Double kill.
Need some cover while I reload.
Yeah, I think my favourite specifically Reach helmets ranked are GUNGNIR CBRN, default EOD, ODST with the up armor detachment, Commando with the up armor detachment,
Double kill. Reinforcements.
probably Mark 5 just default. They'd probably be my top 5. with up armoured default Mark 5B probably coming in a fairly close 6th. Yeah, Reach EOD has the distinction of being my 3rd favourite Halo helmet of all time. Like, across all games.
5 enemies remaining. 2 enemies remaining. Double kill. Last enemy.
And I think I'd probably say Reach ODST is probably my 4th or 5th favourite. Probably 4th favourite. My 2nd favourite helmet has sadly only been in Halo 3, which is Rogue. I really love the way the Rogue helmet looks. Again, that's part of why I like Reach EOD so much, because Reach EOD is kind of similar in terms of its visor shape to Rogue.
Famine. Tilt. On. Iron. Bonus round. Good luck. 5 minutes remaining.
Damn, we might get a big time bonus from this, because we've only got 5 minutes left in the match. I'm definitely going to get a tasty performance bonus for this one, I reckon. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, I got my first Red Menace of New Reach. I got really lucky in a game of Firefight earlier. I found a what's it called? A Spartan laser, and it was on a game type where A, I could swap weapons, and B, we got unlimited ammo. So I got my very first Red Menace medal earlier because I was able to get a Spartan laser killing frenzy. I also got Sunburst, which was 15 kills with the Spartan laser. So yeah, I got my first Red Menace medal of New Reach. One thing I always find really funny is, back in the old days of Halo, the Spartan laser was always considered a noob weapon for some reason. But ironically, I'd actually say that the Spartan laser is one of the weapons that takes the most skill to use. Because you have to be able to time it properly. So before we hop into another game here, let me just show you something with the helmets. So, here's Hazop. Do you see what I mean about this looking like a Dark Side Phil Spartan helmet? Like, it's got the kind of head shape. It looks like it's sort of got the slicked back hair thing going on, the beard. Like, do you see what I mean? Like, it's got a Dark Side Philly vibe to me. And then if you look at Grenadier, like, Grenadier just looks really funny on the player model. It just doesn't look quite the same as it does on old George. Oh, CQC. Look at the little arrows on the front of the CQC helmet. It looks like a little funny moustache. It also kind of looks, if you look at it from a slightly different angle, it kind of looks like it's sticking out a really big tongue. There's JFO. And look, JFO, you've got like the gold sort of faceplate, and then if you look at the visor, you can kind of see like the eyes and the brow shape of Iron Man. And the funny little sort of pseudo uwu mouth that Iron Man has going on is kind of there as well. And look, you got the little beetle antenna that goes on top, so it can also be a Beetleborg. And like Pilot has like the real sort of kind of Pinhead Larry thing going on. As does Recon. Recon's very Pinhead Larry. Security's not too bad. Security doesn't have much wrong with it in this game, other than it looks like it's got a funny little nose. But military police... My friend said it looked like a big juicy hamburger, and I cannot unsee it. Like, you got the visor for the patty, and then you got the top two bits that are the buns, kind of thing. And I've never been able to unsee it as a hamburger. Also, the other reason I'm not a huge fan of Mark 6 is because that fucking what's it called? That Warhammer obsessed dickhead who ran that rival clan that I used to be a part of. Yeah, that was his favourite helmet. Yeah, I think we're going to do one more round of arcade. And then we're going to try some heroic. We'll see if we can avoid getting generator defense. Yeah, I remember EOD also got referred to as the Stormtrooper helmet a lot. Like, a lot of people would refer to this as the Clone Trooper or the Stormtrooper helmet. And what's really funny is, in one of the more recent Star Wars films, they made a helmet for one of the Stormtroopers that looks almost exactly like this. Alright, go get some sleep, Drift Star. I'll see you next time. Have a good rest. Good night, my dude. Honestly don't know how late I'm going to stay on myself. I'm a little bit knackered tonight. One thing I do find a little odd is that the actual chest plate bit of my chest plate looks a lot more crisp and clean than the rest of the armour. I really like this background art. I've also been wondering how people were getting those red nameplates. There's a spelling mistake on the screen down there. More difficulty enemies.
Firefight.
The mission is simple, Spartan. Secure this area.
Every fifth wave
Set. Start.
of a round is a
Skull.
boss wave with more difficulty enemies. I think he wants someone to drive him. Fuck it, you know what? I'll drive you. I'll be nice. Let's go, Dick Tits. That's our new friend's name. His name is Dick Tits. This should probably get us some decent teamwork points as well, I'd imagine.
Reinforcements.
Dickhead shooting on Warhawk.
Another hit. Well, let's go.
Roadhog.
I really thought he was going to say Roadhouse for a minute there, like that fucking old episode of Family Guy. You know, it really weirds me out how much I know and remember of Family Guy, considering I barely fucking watched that show. I think it's because a lot of my friends, when I was like 13, 14-ish, all quoted Family Guy so much.
Splatter spree. Double kill.
Man, we are going to get such a fucking teamwork bonus for this, I reckon. I might do some PvP tonight, I don't know. I really haven't decided. I kind of just want to work on grinding out Firefight, but... Well, I guess no one in particular is watching the stream right now, so if you're watching on the archive, I guess, fair warning, this probably isn't going to be a super interesting one.
Reinforcements.
That should probably be the trick though. And I don't want to hog the Warthog too much, hardy har, because I always find players who just run around in the Warthog all game really fucking annoying, so I'm going to give someone else a chance at it next round. That was a laugh though, and I do like the Halo Reach Warthog, if I'm completely honest. Just the way it handles feels really nice. To be honest, a lot of the vehicles in this game feel really nice. The only one I'm not a huge fan of is the Wraith, and that's just because I don't like the Wraith in general, if I'm completely honest.
2 enemies remaining. Last enemy.
But to be honest, if I had to pick a favourite Wraith, it would be the Reach Wraith. Like, Reach Wraith is pretty much my favourite one to pilot if I have to.
Round start.
I'm trying to think if there's any vehicles I really don't like piloting in this. Because even the civilian vehicles, I like piloting for the shits and giggles factor. Like, nothing gives me more than a laugh than bombing about the campaign in the car with a forklift or something. And for the love of God, I hope they introduce them onto Forge for the console version, because I've seen what the modded Halo Reach can be like on the PC, and I am jelly as fuck. It looks hysterical.
Reinforcements.
Hello, Red Menace. It is I, Green Maleficent. Hey, Ricky. What a nice surprise. Driftstar went to bed, so I wasn't honestly expecting to get anyone else watching tonight, so it's nice to see you. You're probably on your lunch break, right? Looking at the time roughly.
Reinforcements.
Have I seen the Cursed Halo mod video? Oh, I love the Cursed Halo mod video. That thing is hysterical. The Cursed Halo mod video is amazing. I love the floppy sniper rifle. Hey, not this time. Nice. I love the amount of creativity in the fucking Cursed Halo mod. Seriously, cracks me up.
Reinforcements.
Hey Rookie, what's your favourite Halo Reach helmet, by the way? I've been talking about the helmets a bit this stream, and like fucking just some of the likes and dislikes I have for each. We also realised that the Hazop helmet looks disturbingly like the Streamer Darkside Phil. Oh, the backwards rocket launch from that video is brilliant. So for people who don't know, who want to know, the video I'm referring to is Cursed Halo mods. And it's this video of just all these really funny, surreal Halo mods for Halo CE. Your favourite helmet is Operator. That is a very nice choice. I am a fan of Operator myself. It'd probably be somewhere in my top 10 Reach helmets, if I had to be honest. You know, after this, I'll figure out my top 10 Reach helmets. I already know what number 1 is, as does pretty much anyone who's watched any of my Halo streams ever, because it's the one helmet I never shut the fuck up about.
Cloud on. Round start.
It's the one I chose for your... Oh, cool! Yeah, I am a big fan of that helmet. It's got a really nice... I like it a lot in Halo 5 as well, because, like, you know, it's one of the only good helmets in the game, because it's not a Halo 5 design.
Good work.
Reinforcements.
I'm personally a fan of the up-armoured variation of it, to be honest. I like the up-armoured versions of a lot of the helmets, if I'm completely honest. The funny thing is, I think only one variant of the, one of the Noble Team helmets is going to make it into my top... Oh no, because I guess default would count as Noble 6's helmet, so that might make it in. Zomseskush to you too, Mr. Elite. Goodbye.
Reinforcements. Untouchable.
I haven't heard any of the elites talk about Whammu for a while. Usually they're always saying if someone. Ah, you cook this. That's another one of my favourites. Yeah, one thing we were talking about earlier, Ricky, I'd be interested to hear your opinion on this, is I was saying that part of the reason I don't like Emil's helmet, particularly like in multiplayer, is because I feel like it's such a uniquely him helmet, like it's such a trademark of the character, that it makes me feel very detached from my own multiplayer character if I wear it. I said that's also part of the reason I don't wear Mark 6, because I associate it very heavily with Master Chief.
Need some cover while I reload. You look surprised.
Triple kill.
That was some nice headshotting right there.
Reinforcements.
I'm really not looking forward to the point where I unlock the birthday effect for my character. Because if I equip that, it's really going to start to annoy me. Because the birthday armor effect was actually the first one I got in Classic Reach. And it was funny at first, the confetti explosion, but then it just started to get on my nerves so badly. I'm glad it's not just me that feels like that, Rookie. Also, wow, I'm dead.
Enemy. Black Eye.
I'd feel really weirded out if I played the campaign with Emil's helmet on.
Bonus round.
I don't know why, but it would just really muck with my head.
Double kill. Triple kill. Killing spree.
My weapon is low. Reloading. Headshot.
Double kill. Killing frenzy. Double kill.
Hey, bonus round over.
Bonus round over.
Think of your favourite fields in
Good work,
Reach.
Spartan.
What did you think of the Halo 5 Warthogs? I hated their steering for some reason I can't remember, but nobody else seemed to mind it. Honestly, I feel that all of the Halo 5 vehicles feel really weird. Not just the Warthog, just all of them feel a bit off. And I've never been able to quite put a finger on why. Like, the tank is mostly fine, like, the tank is a lesser offender, and the Mantis is okay. I don't know. Anyway, so we were going to talk about my top 10 helmets. So, going into helmets, my number one helmet doesn't even really need to be said, but it's GUNGNIR CBRN. Fucking love GUNGNIR CBRN. Number two, again, doesn't really need to be said, but it's default EOD. Number three, again, doesn't need to be said really, but it's Up Armored ODST. Number four favourite is probably default Mark V. I don't mind Mark V with the camera, but I like the default look. I've never been a fan of the UA though, I always think it looks like he's got a little bumblebee antenna. Oh, by the way, want me to jump in and play for a bit? Dude, you would be welcome to join me on the stream. I'm just going to be dicking around in Firefight mostly tonight. So you're welcome to join at any point you'd like. So fifth favourite... Fifth favourite is probably Mark V B UA. I don't know why, I like the up armoured version of Mark V B. Sixth favourite... Sixth favourite? Probably... Actually, I'd say Commando with the little UA attachment is probably my fifth helmet, and then Mark V B with UA is my sixth favourite. Seventh favourite is probably Up Armoured Operator. Eighth favourite, probably Security with the beard, the mutton chops. Actually, you know what? Scratch that. Eighth favourite is probably Air Assault. And then Beard Security is probably my ninth favourite. And then 10th favourite... 10th favourite is probably JFO with the funny antenna, just because it gives me a laugh. Top 3 least favourites is really easy. It's HAZOP, Military Police, and CQB. With EVA-C and standard EVA probably trailing in fourth, like for least favourites. Yeah, let me know when you're ready, Rookie. You can join in and you can be on the stream if you want. Like you can do voice chat or you can just do gameplay. I don't mind. I'm chill having my friendos on the stream. Maybe one day I'll actually go through all of the helmets and do like a ranking from favourite to least favourite. speaking of, how close are we to getting our next level up? View last carnage report. 1,020,000 and 1,023,000, 1,066,000. So we're just a bit over 40,000 XP off. So probably 4 or 5 more games will level us up again. Yeah, we'll hold on a sec here for Rookie. My water tastes really fucking funny tonight. Kind of plasticky, despite being in a glass. Oh yeah, I might mute the stream at some point because there's like, I'd say a fairly solid chance that my grandma is going to barge in and then start calling out for me. Because she's out at something tonight, and there's a very good chance she's going to come home and she's going to have a mince pie that she didn't want to eat. Because for some reason, she doesn't like mince pies. Admittedly, just between you, me, and the floorboards here, I don't like the minced pies she brings back from the church either. I think the church mince pies, broadly speaking, are fucking gross. Also, here's a weird thing I've actually noticed about the, Reach MCC loading screen. So, when Noble One's helmet pops up here, you see how it has the cap on the front, like it has the brim over the visor? Well, if you actually go through and you have a gander at the helmets, and you go to Commando, as we did earlier, you see it's the up-armoured version of the helmet. But here's the thing. That's not the version Carter wears. Carter wears this version with no attachments. He just wears the normal Commando helmet. So the loading screen is actually mistaken. If she doesn't bring the mince pies, from what I understand. The mince pies are provided by other people at the church. Either from a shop or homemade. Also, I will go on and play some more if that case, if the remote and TV are being kind of fucky. Let me know if you get it working, and we will get you in though. Also, part of it is because I don't have the heart to tell her I don't like the church mince pies. I feel it'd be a little bit mean, because she does it with the best of intentions. Wonder what the next rank up badge thing will look like. Part of me is kind of sad that the ranks do the whole like prestige thing every 30 ranks, because it means I can never get to Brigadier again. And Brigadier was a very important rank for me back when I first played Halo Reach, because Brigadier was the rank where you first got the GUNGNIR helmet. So Brigadier was the rank where what I consider my Halo Reach Spartan, like the Spartan that defined my Halo Reach look, came into being essentially. Okay, cool. We got normal firefight limited. That's what I was hoping for. I was dreading that we might get generator defense, which I fucking hate.
Firefight.
Right,
This
so
sector is your number
we're
one
gonna
priority, soldier.
run. Oh, well, shit! I got the wrong fucking loadout because I was too slow. Okay, if we die, we'll switch to recon, I think, or operator. We'll run with this for now, just so that we're not wasting lives. Oh, buddy, you're making a mistake just standing out in the open like that. to try and shoot up and over here so we stay out of range of that gun. Okay, so there's a rocket launcher down here, good to remember. Oh crap, I threw my grenade, fuck. I forgot that is not aimed down sights.
Double kill.
Back up a bit here, get into this cover. Oh crap, one of them has a fuel rod. Yeet. Okay, that was a quicker death than intended. Let's switch to operator. Gonna move the Xbox to the smaller TV and hope for the best. Alrighty. Best of luck with your TV endeavours. We're going to try not to die so quickly this time around. That was a mistake on my part because I didn't pick my load out quickly enough, so I was left with what I would consider personally subpar weaponry. Because seriously, fuck using the assault rifle in this game. I love the way it looks, I love the way it sounds, but in practical use the assault rifle in this game is total garbo. This map is dangerous. That it is. It's very easy to get pincered on this map. Also, you get wraithed sometimes, which isn't a fun time. I'm going to hang back, I think. Play it safe.
Double kill.
I'd really like to actually complete a heroic firefight, because I've not done that yet on stream. Thankfully, this is a map that I'm fairly familiar with. But unfortunately, this isn't a map where you can get airstrikes, so that makes this one a little more difficult. But if I hang back here, I should be relatively out of range of any of the phantoms. Although you do occasionally get one that parks right here. Oh, we got our first wraith. Okay. It's a bit of a hairy situation. I'm wondering if our bloke that grabbed the Spartan... Yeah, he's got it under control. Good lad. Good, good man. Watch those concussion shots. I'll see if I can get the turret guy for him. Jesus, that thing just keeps coming. They don't stop coming and they don't stop coming and they don't stop coming and they don't stop coming. The wraiths keep coming and they don't stop coming and they don't stop coming and they don't stop coming. Okay, thank God that one didn't have its cannon. Otherwise that would have been night night for us.
Killing spree.
Yeah, I did try out Gears of War 5 very briefly today. I mentioned it earlier about Gears of War 5. I did try it out very briefly. Just doing the intro stuff so that I could get logged in and stuff and not have to worry about that next stream. Like, well, I keep saying next stream, I'm not going to do it as my next stream, but when I stream Gears 5. It's pretty fun. It's fairly decent. It feels very similar to Gears 4. Pretty straightforward. Good sense of humour about it. Shooting at us? No, shooting at the dickhead standing up by the side. Okay, we've got hunters coming in, that's not good. So I'm thinking, once the dropships are clear, I'm going to sneak down there and see if the rocket launcher's still about. Oh, bloody hell, okay. Let's try and scoot down here. Stay clear of those. Nope, someone's had the rocket launcher. Alright, we'll take the turret and we'll use that on the back of the hunter. Never mind, we won't use it on the back of the hunter, the fucking thing turned around.
Reinforcements.
Guys, could use a hand over here. Because you guys hold all the heavy weapons. There we go. Not enough ammo to merit it, really. Oh, cripes. Focus rifle, dickheads. Hey, one of us is going to have to try and board that Wraith, and I've got a feeling it's going to be muggins here. It's now acutely aware that I'm here, which is a problem. Off. You. Okay. Did we get it? Did we plant the grenade? Nope. Okay, so we just wasted a life. Crap. We'll go and have another go at it. Fuck it. Punch! 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 Okay, that worked out. Barely. How do we lose that many lives? What were these guys doing?
Weapon drop. Catch. Arm.
Christ, we're down to 6 lives. What were they playing at? Were they trying to melee the general elites? Just spilled water on my crotch. That's really cold. I'm gonna cry like a big baby. It's really chilly. Felt like a grizzled veteran taking a sip of beer as I complain about young people. What was that scream just a second ago? God damn. Oh, you wanker! Bloody needle rifle jackals rather. She knows. Mr. Penis, Venus, my Venus. Keep your genitals nice and cleanest.
Double kill. Double kill.
Right, let's see if we can grab that needle rifle I just saw. No. Where did that needle rifle go? I saw it. There it is. Give. Marginally more useful than a pistol. We'll save that just in case we get brutes. We're down to 3 lives. Flipping heck. These guys are a bloody shambles. Again, I'm not doing much better. I'm at least a quarter of the problem here.
Close to perfect, but not perfect. My weapon is low, reloading.
Oh, bloody hell, they spawned another Wraith on us.
Your skill.
Double kill.
Oh, that's nice.
Killing spree. Double kill.
Little wider, Papa.
Wait. Oh shit, someone hijacked the Wraith.
Reinforcements.
We've got a Wraith on our side. Okay, this could go a little better. Things aren't so bad. They seem to have got their shit together. I would run turret for him, but if that thing gets blown up, that's two lives. The price of one Wraith. We're kind of actually functioning like proper infantry here, like tank backed up by infantry. It's like World War II. I don't know, I've been watching a lot of World War II tank stuff lately. I never realised how fascinating the development of German tanks was in World War II. Like, every 6th tank they made would be different from the previous 6th, because they did these really weird, almost incremental upgrades to them as they were being produced. No lives left. Oh, no lives left? Kidding me? These guys are having a fucking laugh. And like one of the German tanks, it had a gun barrel so big that you could just crawl through it. Like, there's this naffing great thing, but it was like a really short barrel. It fired missiles. It was like a missile tank. It was crazy. I think it was called the Sturmtiger. Also, one thing that's kind of interesting is, like, a lot of World War II media depicts, like, things like the Tiger, the Panther, and, you know, their variations as being, like, really common German tanks. Apparently, the Panthers were a lot more, rare to see. It'd usually be the big cats were a lot rarer than things like the Panzers.
Killing frenzy.
Reloading. Outstanding.
And like the British, we had like 1 or 2 really fucking good tanks. Like we had the Matilda, Cromwell, and Centurion, which were all pretty bloody good. But then we also had like loads of really crap tanks. Like, I think the Cromwell wasn't very good, if I remember correctly.
My weapon is low. Reloading.
Also, apparently the Japanese were like really crap with their tanks. Like, by the time, like, a lot of their tanks were like quite outdated by the time they were in battle, which is really weird. I think they focused more heavily on their navy or something like that. Which makes sense, given, you know, they're up against the Americans in the Pacific.
5 enemies remaining. Running riot. 2 enemies remaining. Last enemy. Lives added. Weapon drop.
Like, the Americans only had like 1 tank that they really used a lot, which was the Sherman.
Start.
Like, they did have other tanks, but it was mostly just the good old M4. Like, World War II tank history is where things get, like, real weird with it for the tanks.
Cover me. Need the reload. Good work.
Triple kill. Reinforcements.
I guess it's because, like, you know, the Brits introduced the rhombus tank in World War One, and we were the first people to really use it. And then the French came up with the more conventional tank design with the rotating turret on top. And then you had the interwar period where everyone was just sort of fucking about with tanks, but nowhere really to test them. Because, you know, no war on. And then, you know, World War II comes along, it's just like, okay, guess we gotta test our fucking tanks out now.
Need some cover while I reload.
Rampage.
At some point next year, I really want to go to the Bovington Tank Museum. Because I know for a fact they have a Chieftain, which is my childhood favourite tank. It's the main battle tank of the UK from the Cold War era. And they have a Churchill Crocodile as well. Which is my current, like, favourite tank as an adult. Yeah, tank history is fucking mental. I love that shit. One of the funniest tanks I've seen is the New Zealand's tank from World War II era. You see, New Zealand was worried, you know, that Japan was going to rock up on their doorstep and try and take over, quite justifiably so. So they started trying to develop their own tanks, but they didn't really have a way to go about it, particularly. So this dude, I think his name was like Ben Semple or something, stuck a load of like this tower of armor with a gun stuck on top on this fucking tracked tractor, and that was his tank design.
Reinforcements.
And it's one of the daftest looking tanks I've ever seen. I love it to bits. And the SAR tank is fucking hysterical. So the SAR tank is a Russian attempt at a World War I era tank, if I'm not mistaken. But it looks like a giant, well, wheelchair, essentially. A back-to-front giant wheelchair with a gun turret in place of a seat. But it had these humongous wheels. Instead of, like, the caterpillar tracks that were, you know, utilised on the rhombus tanks, like the British Mark 1 through 4s. And, you know, pretty much every conventional tank design from there on out. And instead, they just had this big wheelie thing. Eventually, you know, the Russians got their shit together because they had things like the T-34. Oh god, someone quit. I was going to try and risk getting aggressive there, but I think I'm going to back up. I'll keep this as a just in case a boss tries to get all up in my grill. Oh shit, dudes! Final wave of the final round. Here we go. We might actually do this. I don't think there was any really weird British tank designs. There had to be some weird ones, right? We had to have spat out something really bizarre. Oh crap! Don't like that. Like that. Oh dear, he is dead. He is very dead. I am going to be very dead if I'm not careful. Oh, fuck me, it's a plasma launcher. Well, actually, that's the best thing I can come up against, the plasma launcher. Because I've got armor lock.
My weapon is low, reloading.
Assist spree. 5 enemies remaining. 2 enemies remaining. Last enemy. 1 life left.
Yeah, teamwork!
Lives added. skull.
Your cat's name is Panzer after tanks.
Iron.
Nice.
On. Bonus round. Good luck.
The good old German Panzer IV. Because the thing is, the reason that German tanks, like for example the King Tiger, are so fucking massive is it's basically all Hitler's fault. Like, Hitler just had this thing that he just kept trying to make his tanks bigger and bigger and bigger. Like, to the point that there was this blueprint that was found after the war for a tank that was never finished. Of, like, this giant triple-turreted fucking behemoth of a tank. It was called the Rat with 2 T's and an E in its name.
Triple kill. Double kill. Hammer spree. Double kill.
Ah, I finally died. There's no respawns on the bonus round. Still, provided Wraith Guy doesn't die, that's a solid win. Never mind.
Bonus round over.
No other asset could have gotten this job done, Spartan. Well done.
Well, we still won, technically.
Game over.
But yeah, like, the Rat was going to be like this enormous super tank. And I wasn't sure if it was like just something someone dropped as a laugh, or if it was actually something that was intended to go into production at some point. Ooh, 2,300 completion. 8,000 performance bonus. 2,750 teamwork bonus. Very nice. Alright, we're going to hop out of matchmaking for just a sec. Go and have a quick wee. I'll be back in a sec. I am back. I just nearly walked into a fucking door. Let's have another go at heroic. That went fairly well last time. Let's see. Weird British tanks. I guess probably one of the weirdest ones. Hobart's Funnies. A number of unusually modified tanks operated during the Second World War by the 79th Armoured Division of the British Army. Okay, so there's one here that's like, it's literally a tank and it's got like
We need to hold this area
one
at all
turret
costs.
stacked on top of another turret.
Set, start, skull, on.
Of course there's the Tog. The Tog's pretty weird. Like, the Tog's just like a long boy. Tog is a long-ass tank.
Little wide apart.
First strike.
Well, it's dead now.
Double kill.
Oh shit, something's attacking us with... Oh, it's the Phantom hitting us with percussion shots. Just to my left, what was it? These two bastards.
How many is that now?
Double kill. Reinforcements.
So far, so good.
Oh, solid.
Killing spree. Double kill.
Noble 3 reporting. Low on ammo.
Reinforcements.
Right, where is the ammo thing? There it is. But yeah, generally this map isn't too bad for firefight, because it's... This one building here is pretty defensible. Although it does give us ghosts apparently. It's slightly more worrying. Oh, never mind, someone's got it. Phantom's getting a little close to comfort as well.
Still room for improvement.
Double kill.
Bet that was a headshot. There we go.
Reinforcements.
Spin! Wait, hang on. That sounds like something's getting up here. Well, that one thing. No, you don't, you fuck. We're doing a lot better than we did last round, I think. Get rid of that fella without a shield there, because he's going to be a sniper. I think they were backed up by a hunter, so that airstrike was probably a fairly good call. Yeah, because there's another one coming in over there, so it was definitely backed up by a hunter.
Good skill.
Reinforcements.
need to go and grab some munition. Apollo 737. Are you kidding me, man? You're available. Nice. Steady. Ow, that might actually be really cool doing the airstrike there. That's going to probably get a fair few. Yep. Nice. That cleared house. We've still got our problem hunter over there, though.
2 enemies remaining. Last enemy.
Yeah, turret's doing nothing. Just out of range of it, I reckon. Probably going to be better off just DMRing the shit out of him.
Lives added. Weapon drop.
Mission ready. Call for fire.
Catch. Off. Round start.
I still love the airstrikes in this so much. It was such a cool addition. I'm kind of sad it didn't really appear in any other Halos. Like, it was something I expected to be in the ordnance drops for Halo 4 when that was first announced. I still think the ordnance drops were a horrible idea, because you just get people spawning in fucking needlers all the time. And also it was random, it wasn't like you could choose what you'd get out of your ordnance drops.
Double
Useless
kill.
as a trophy now.
Running riot.
Yeah, got it.
Double kill. Reinforcements.
Sorry to interrupt your thought.
I think I just said sorry to interrupt you, thought. It was obviously sorry to interrupt your thoughts or something. Or thought. It sounded like sorry to interrupt your thought.
Fire for effect. Right on time.
The problem is we can't really get any heavy weaponry to take care of them hunters. Because both of the hunters are right next to said heavy weaponry. I'm gonna have a try. I'm gonna, since we've got lives to spare essentially, I'm gonna play a risky game here.
Reinforcements.
I'm actually surprised that worked out as well as it did, to be honest. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I was hoping to get the brute with it. Oh, I should have used it on the ghost, I'm an idiot. Shit. Grab his assault rifle so we at least have some kind of backup. Leap from the stairs, I think. Oh, brute.
Our weapon is low. Reload. Target down.
Okay, so I've managed to grab the target locator. They're all moving into the lower floor, that's the problem. Tourist, I'm with you now, I just heard from that guy.
Cover me, need the reload. Little wide of mark.
Rampage.
Please don't stand in front of me while I'm trying to shoot things. Ooh. See you coming up here though.
Reinforcements.
Man, this dude keeps getting on the turret and trying to waste all our light. Okay. That is a thing that can happen. Good to know. Reach, you are a weird, weird fucking game. Right, we'll continue holding on to that air support until we find a significantly hefty threat to use it on. Ghost ain't worth it. We've got a boss wave coming up, so we'll probably use it then.
Another hit. Good.
Double kill.
Oh damn, we had a Revenant down there a second ago by the looks of things. Either that or that's I'm not sure if that's like level debris or if that's actually from a Revenant. It was on the map. Oh crap, we're out of DMR ammo. The one reliable weapon. He's one with the tourists, the true abomination, oh god. Particularly if he's one of those really annoying tourists. Hang on. They're just dropping one over there. That might not be a worth it shout. We're going to drop one there. Oh, that was probably a bad call. I didn't realise he was going to charge that far ahead already. Yeah, that was definitely a bad call. Fuck. I was expecting the Phantom to have dropped another brute over there, to be completely honest. Five enemies, okay. Not doing too badly.
Reloading, cover me.
2 enemies remaining. Last enemy, double kill. Live
So it all depends on what that last enemy is. Oh, weapon drop.
Stand by.
Right, so we've got 2 more shots from that, so we'll hold on to the target locator for now. I'd probably say this is one of the firefight maps I'm the most familiar with, so it's not going to go too badly. Like, this was usually, if I was going to solo firefight, this would usually be the one I'd pick to solo it. Because I used to do the 1 round heroic solo ones a lot when I was trying to get Gungnir. In fact, it was one of my favourite level up activities to do. And if I was gonna get through a match without dying, it would usually be this one. This one or sword base. I was pretty damn good at sword base.
Sometimes I even dress myself.
Oh, shut up, June. Just because you're talking through my Spartan doesn't mean you've got to be a cocky bastard. I have enough ego to go around. I already know I'm a right sexy beast. What I'd really like to do is maybe try and save an airstrike for the Gruntpocalypse round and just drop an airstrike in the middle of the Gruntpocalypse. I don't know if that's going to be feasible, but it'd be a right laugh. It'd be good. really hate how this one Phantom seems to be getting so close.
Tango down.
Double kill.
Like, that's not making my job any easier, to be honest. Let's huck some grenades out there.
Reloading. Cover.
Sorry, Mr. Elite, you're sexy, but you must die. 15 minutes remaining. We're making pretty good time, actually. Whoa, fuel rods. What from? Run. Fuel rod dealt with. I need to go for ammo, though. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, going for ammo is a big risk right now. But... okay, else.
Reloading.
Okay, risk taken, and... nice. Oh, I had one of them go, what? I haven't had a what for ages.
Reinforcements.
Oh, I like to dance around on the rooftop and shoot the llamas. Okay, so we've got 2 more waves.
Little wide of mud.
We've got a focus rifle guy somewhere. Uh-oh, we've got skirmishers by the looks of it. Less than pleasant.
Killed it.
No, thank you, Mr. Needle Rifle. This is my world, and you are not welcome in it. One coming up the stairs. I'm gonna go check the stairs.
Reinforcements.
Please go grab ammo again, anyways. Looks like we might be able to finish this one as well. Two heroic completions in one night. I'd be happy with that. Ah, crap! That one's covering the other one.
Send a mass. I
Oh.
really
Double
should
kill.
score. Yes.
We've got some serious enemies coming in. No, I'll save it for the boss wave. With that being said, I don't like the look of that hammer bloke. If he gets in here, he's going to cause all sorts of mischief. So we care of him. Did he just say poop sock? I think Covenant found the poop sock. Oh, jeez. Okay, it's back up, back up, back up, back up. What are you doing, you speng? We're just hiding in the corner, you coward.
Yeah.
That's not how it works in Comdad's army. Alright, boss wave is coming in, so we should be able to drop an airstrike on some of them, hopefully. This time we won't be so gung-ho about it, we'll wait and see what the wave has to offer. And then we'll pick our targets carefully. I have a feeling it's going to be generals. Oh, hang on, I think it's chieftains. Yeah, confirmed it's chieftains, okay. Question, what rank of elite is the nicest to look at? Personally, my favourite is either the good old miner, or probably... Probably the Ultra. The Ultra is probably my absolute favourite in this game. I don't mind the Officer too. I like the Officer a lot. And, you know, the miners always look nice. Oh god, I just realised how bad that sounds out of context. The elite miners, the St. Healy miners, St. Healy holding the rank of miner, look nice. I am not that type of person. I do not approve of that type of person. They are the scum of the earth.
Lives added. Skull.
We're going to have 2 airstrikes for the bonus round, by the way. We're about to make ourselves very unpopular with the rest of the team, I'd imagine. So we're going to wait until that comes in and we're going to drop an airstrike right on top of it.
This telemetry received on standby.
Double kill.
That was nowhere near the effect I was expecting, admittedly, but fuck it.
Fire for effect.
Kill. Tacky. Double kill. Double kill. Invincible. Double kill.
Nice, we got invincible.
Bonus round over.
Good work, Spartan.
I don't think we died. I don't think we actually died that
Game
round.
over.
Groovy. Didn't get a particularly high score or anything, but we survived. I don't think we died. Nice. 2,300, 8,000. 2,500. Not bad. Not a bad little haul of XP right there. Right, Rookie. You are. I can see you are online. So, would you care for a game and party invite? Drop them a game invite. Yeah. Oh, I need to stretch the leggies. My leggies are gone all stiff. I'm sitting cross-legged. I definitely reckon we'll be getting UA multi-threat by the end of tonight, though, which is good. We'll probably end up getting Jump Jet tomorrow. Ugh, one of the hardest helmets to get for the first 30 ranks is the last upgrade for Hazop, which I hate. Because it adds the weird chin thing to it. I've never been a fan of the chin thing. Like this thing. It gives this helmet a double chin, which is really weird. You notice it was made to attach to Hazop as well, which is weird. One sec here. Can't wait till we start getting the wrist upgrades and stuff. I remember in old school Reach, the wrist stuff used to be such a big deal for people. I don't know why. At least in my group of friends, like having a wrist thing was like a really big deal. It's like getting your first watch, I guess. Hey, there's a rookie. Just gonna ask them. They want to do arcade or limited? Ooh-wee. I am a tired boy. Right, so Rookie's just going to go and see if a headset can be located. And if it can, they will be joining us in the party. So we're just going to hang on for just a minute here. We can have a look at my medals in the meantime. Because look, I got another Killionaire. And somewhere in amongst this slot will be... It's got to be here somewhere. Red Menace! The medal that spawned my shitty Halo Reach clan, I actually got it. I also got Sunburst, its older brother. And also the partial inspiration for the current logo, because, you know, it's got the silver and the gold. Also, yeah, if you're wondering where my stream logo / emblem came from, that's where it came from. Alrighty, I will send Rookie... Alrighty, I'm going to send Rookie a party invite, and we will see how things go. There's a Rookie. Okay, it's not showing you as having a headset plugged in right now, so it might be a bugged headset. So what's that notification on Discord? Oh, I hear a click. Blimey, that made me jump. Batteries might need a swap out, says a rookie. Fair enough. Well, there's no rush. We can hang on while you do that, my dude. So what is our next firefight voice that we get? Our next firefight voice we get is a meal.
Testing, testing.
Hey!
Ah, okay.
I can hear you.
Hello.
Hello. Okay, so if you want your voice to appear on the stream, you have to enable that in the party. But if you don't want to have your voice on the stream, that's fine. Just leave that option unchecked.
No worries. Yeah, I already checked it, so we are good to go.
Nice.
I think.
Hell
Alright,
yeah.
This set, I think it's a little funky. It's probably the reason why they had me.
Yeah, it sort of whistles a little bit, but it's not super noticeable. It should be fine.
Okay.
Besides, this is a really
Alright, let
casual
me know
stream
if anything
anyway,
goes
so it
wrong,
doesn't.
I'll try and.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
So you just need to wiggle one of your control sticks because it's set you to idle. It's a really annoying thing the MCCs does. There you go. Right, let's do a round of arcade because arcade's nice and fun.
Yeah. I wonder if I can boost the volume of this. Yeah, well, it'll be fine.
Oh god, I'm so excited. I love playing Halo Reach with friends. It's always a right laugh.
It's a blast.
Hey, we got players.
Hooray.
Oh, we got arcade fight on Overlook. So we do actually get to pick what weapons we use, which is good.
Lint. Like, I'm super picky about what startouts I have, because if I have the assault rifle, I just may as well die right then and there.
Luckily, I think we get
Firefight.
some options from heavy weapons.
Covenant
I'm going to have
forces
some
inbound.
fun, and I'm going to pick the
Defend
grenade
this zone.
launcher because I love the grenade launcher.
Alright, ooh.
Set, start.
That'll be fun.
Skulls on.
God, I'm terrified. I haven't played Reach in forever, and I'm just playing ODST. I can't
Oh god,
remember.
ODST is so good though. I love ODST.
It is.
Best campaign for certain.
Absolutely.
Oh, you got the jetpack FRG combo. The most OP combo in the game.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it's useless on me, but I remember nothing.
Overkill.
Well, it'll at least give you a chance to get used to the controls again.
That's true. That's true.
Besides, I'm no sweaty. I'm not like, no, we need to get the high score. We just need to blow up some
Much
Ada mouse.
That really does take the fun out of it. It's like, oh, you have to get
Yeah.
this and that.
People who get really sweaty over the scores in Firefight drive me mental.
Reinforcements.
Same. I know.
People who get really sweaty about Halo Reach in general drive me mental.
Oh, mood.
Big worm, big mood.
Killing spree. Double kill.
Oh, worm. Look, that's the here. Ooh, whoa. How did it
Oh
come
god,
from?
I don't know if you went back and watched. Oh wait, no, because it's not up on the archive yet. So I did Warminds the other day, Rookie, for
Oh?
Destiny 2, and I got to the end and I was like, oh god, it's Oh Worm, the boss fight, because the last boss is that massive hive worm.
Oops. I accidentally took the
Double
grenade at you. I'm
kill.
sorry.
That's okay. I think friendly fire is off for this. I can't remember. I mean, I've not been betrayed by anyone other than people in vehicles, so it's probably fine.
Killing frenzy.
God, I love the Reach grenade launcher so much.
A lot of fun.
It's so satisfying to use. It's just so good.
If only you could do it backwards, though.
I'd love it if someone modded Halo Reach and did something weird to the grenade launcher.
Yeah.
It'd crack me up.
Make it also kind of like the sniper rifle. Bit of a limp noodle.
Floppy grenade launcher.
Like,
Imagine
you
if you
have
could like
the-
use the momentum of the floppiness though to like do crazy grenade trick shots.
Yeah. Valid.
I talked about this on stream yesterday. One of my favourite Halo Reach moments is one of the few exterminations I got back in Classic Reach, where I bounced a grenade off a wall into a room of campers on Sword Base.
What?
Okay, so back in Classic Reach, you could get the grenade launcher on Sword Base. I think you still can, if I remember correctly. Yeah, because I got it yesterday on that. And you know the room with the little yellow elevator where everyone likes to camp?
I think so. So.
Most of the enemy team was holed up in there, and I bounced a grenade off the door and into the room and got an extermination with it.
Yes. Oh, that's satisfying.
I wish Xbox DVR had been a thing on the Xbox 360 because that would have been my proudest recording.
For real. Like, oh my god. I wish maybe we can someday recreate that. Like a skit.
It would be beautiful.
Yeah.
Overkill. Running riot. Overkill. Double kill.
I like quality stuff.
Wait, the Red Knoll. That's such a good username. What the fuck?
I know!
We had a guy yesterday. His
and then we were
username
gonna
was
have-
Custom Scrungus.
What?
His username was
that's
genuinely
what it is?
Custom Scrungus.
Oh. Delicious.
Reinforcements.
Oh, I regret that so much. As soon as it left.
My weapon is low. Reloading.
So far, I yet, but
Nice.
so who knows what
You jinxed me. I died.
No! I'm sorry. It reminded me of the mortality we have.
My Spartan just suddenly remembered that he is mortal and had a spontaneous heart attack.
Reinforcements.
Sorry, repeat that?
That's how he died. Oh god, no! I'm not sure who that was down at the bottom. I don't think it was you, but there was like one guy standing down there. And just
No.
every elite in the known universe spawned directly next to him.
Definitely wasn't me, but I think I may have seen that.
That was hysterical.
peace.
It's just like out of nowhere. Probably like a good 20 of the bloody things.
I just hopped onto the turret, and I just saw a pack of elites. Oh, I'm glad no one's down there. And then he said that, and he's like, oh, I guess someone was. Never mind.
He had his back turned to them, the poor sucker. Oh
Reinforcements.
god. Maximum Rick and pepperonis.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, it's skirmishers. Skirmishers are the Dark Souls of Halo enemies.
They are? That's up.
It's less so for me now, but like back when I was sort of first getting into Reach, skirmishers would always dodge my shots, and skirmishers
Oh,
just
yeah.
gave me so much problem. Just in general.
Are they Tumblr problematic?
Oh god, we need to cancel skirmishes.
I mean, they already were, technically, but...
Yeah, you got a
canceled
point.
again.
They got like written out of the law entirely, and like after Reach, apparently, oh, they're all dead. Goodbye.
Like, it doesn't really make any sense. That would mean there's an extremely tiny population that shouldn't have been in war in the first place. So they probably have stuff.
5 enemies remaining.
I don't know.
True, but do you really think the Covenant would care about protected
Last
species?
enemy.
They're kind of dicks.
I mean, I think they would if they're parts of the party, but I mean, then again, we do see them completely strapped by Healy, so
Yeah,
Not so much.
that was fucked.
yeah. But I would think that the increased rarity may elevate status
Round start.
slightly.
Maybe.
Because I mean, you don't see and hear of many of the Sensu?
Yeah, the prophets, Sanshul.
Yeah, the problem. It doesn't seem like they have a very big population to begin with. 'Cause they're
I mean,
homeless.
I can see why. Like, if I was a prophet, I wouldn't want to reproduce with my own kind. Let's put it that way. They're not exactly a pretty face to look at. They have those weird
Yeah,
chin
no.
danglies. They're weird chin balls. They're like alien Peter Griffin.
Holy
But
crap,
more
Lois! I'm going to wipe out humanity, Lois.
I would
What?
offer to do the lowest voice, but I don't know how. So we're not
Don't
going
worry,
there.
I can actually do Lois. I don't know
Oh
why,
my
but
God.
the Family Guy voices always come up on the Halo streams.
Reinforcements.
Oh my god, Pina! Pina, you're gonna wipe out humanity, Pina!
I think they come up on every stream for everything at some point or another, unless the person isn't a fan of Family Guy and they're saying about it.
Double kill.
Because I've seen
That's the
so many
worst part,
streams
I
where at
absolutely-
some point there's been
I've talked about this.
Hey,
Oh, sorry,
Peter!
Karen. Hey, Peter! I can't do his voice very well, but I can sort of do it. But the thing is, I fucking hate Family Guy. It's like
Gross.
bad junk food for your brain.
It is.
Like, it's not even like decent junk food like Pringles. It's like those fucking what are they called? Golden something crisps. They're like the really shitty
Like a
version of
22
Laser
British
Walkers.
person.
Yeah, kinda.
Like,
That's actually a
Americans
really
eat
good
that stuff and
analogy.
think it's delicious. We're brainwashed, but
Killing frenzy.
but anyone who's ever had anything else, that's nasty, greasy badness.
Credit to the Americans though. You guys do have one of my favourite tank designs and one of my favourite candies, so you're not all bad.
Nice. All right, we've got that going for us. One sin that we haven't committed is not having anything that Comrade would like.
Then again, you do have squirty cheese in a can, which I
Oh.
have to question your entire country's sanity for that one.
Reinforcements.
Ooh,
Oh no,
Splazer!
I
Yes,
feel
Splazer!
that, though.
Raise it up.
I've got
Maybe it's
Splazer
just the
grenade
market
launcher.
thing, but I don't like that either.
Fair enough. I love cheese personally, but it has to be really quite strong cheese.
Like what kind of cheese?
Kill.
I'm a big fan of cheddar, and there's this particular. It's just like a generic supermarket one. They call it Bavarian Smokes, and it's really nice.
Oh.
Smoked cheese is the tits.
All right, that's pretty good.
I think this is something I've mentioned on stream before, but the best cheese I ever had was a smoked cave matured cheddar from Cheddar Gorge, and oh, that was so good.
Oh. Oops. Oops. Like the moment you mentioned Bavarian, I was like, oh, that stuff's good. Like anything with the name Bavarian ends up.
Hell yeah.
Laser spree. Double kill.
I've been spotted.
Come on, let's get a Red Menace on stream. I know we can do it.
5 enemies remaining.
Even if we have to go into the bonus round to do it, I reckon we can get a Red Menace on stream. Where are the last enemies? Did they die already?
I just killed them all, I guess. I mean, at
Scary
least most
murder
of them.
rookie.
Yeah. This slave is to be trusted alone in Mombasa.
Famine. Tilt. On.
Rookie is the bestest boy.
Bonus round.
He is.
Good luck.
I love him. My good boy.
He's in my top 3 favourite silent protagonists of all time.
Oh yeah. And again, I don't think there really are too many
Red
silent
Menace!
protagonists, you know?
Yeah, he's not like completely 100% silent.
Yeah. Aside from like theme noises, but those are literally stripped from the other characters. Specifically Buck.
Oh, I didn't know that.
From what I can tell, yeah, because Buck makes exactly the same sound.
Because we were trying to work out who the quote-unquote voice actor was for Rookie when we did the ODST stream.
Yeah.
Triple kill.
I was watching that stream a while ago, but I didn't get to that part. And from what I can tell, it's just Buck's main audio, not actually like a different person.
Our top lad Nathan.
Oh yeah. Our #1 good boy, but also chaotic boy.
Definitely a chaotic boy in the case of Cade 6.
Oh yeah. Even like IRL though, IRL in real life, he's a little bit of a chaotic element too. I was watching some blooper stuff from Firefly and Serenity. He's wild.
Bonus round over.
Like not
No.
super, but he's a bit
Could have
wild.
gotten this
a bit
job
feral.
done, Spartan. Well done.
Game
Best kind of
over.
bloke.
Oh yeah.
That went well. I can't believe I got a Red Menace on stream. I'm really happy.
Oh yeah. That was fun.
I love Firefight. Firefight's just such a laugh. Good casual
yeah.
gameplay.
Oh, I remember, sorry, kind of unrelated, but I got my mom to play Halo, like one Halo thing with me once before by doing Firefight on exactly that same level, but with different, loadouts and everything, or not, but like a different game.
Nice.
It was, I think it's one of the only games that she's, played. She did pretty good. I was really impressed.
I have made an attempt to convince my mum to play split screen Halo with me. I haven't had much success.
Aww. Maybe someday.
I got my dad to play Halo once, and to my credit, I did get mum to play Portal.
Nice. That's a good one. I feel
Yeah,
most
Portal's
people
such a banger.
can enjoy Portal.
Hell yeah.
It's not like super intense. It's just fun, from what I remember.
Yeah, it's a really good game, Portal. I thoroughly enjoyed doing my playthrough of Portal 1 and 2. That was such fun to stream.
Oh yeah. Like you had that. Did you have that for? Is it like on the YouTube thing now?
Yeah, I think all of the parts for Portal are in the Portal playlist. So
Nice.
the Portal 1 and then I think it's the 2 parts of the Portal 2 stream.
Mhm.
It's 2 or 3 parts, I can't remember.
I have to check those out later.
There's this brilliant part where I was trying to do the last weekly screen you have to smash, and it took me so many resets to get it right. Oh yes, we got Fiesta Fight. I love Fiesta Fight. So we get random weapons. This is
Oh,
gonna
no.
be great. Oh
Oh, no.
yes.
Oh no.
Oh yes.
Ah! Okay. Hopefully it'll be-
Firefight.
If they don't
The
give me,
Covenant
like,
are
the
advancing
absolute
through your
worst-
sector. You need to stop them in their tracks.
Oh. Well,
I got focus rifle and plasma rifle, and you got rocket launcher. Oh my god, you got 2 really powerful weapons. Run in fear. Hurriedly roll
Please,
away.
please be
Ricky's
alive.
going to destroy
Pretty much
us
exactly
all.
the same thing I had last one. Just Covenant version.
I still love the Covenant, to be honest. I think they're one of my sort of... I can't say they're my favourite alien species, because there's a lot of different ones, but...
Yeah.
Like, alien forces in video games, I guess.
I mean, I know they have like, all different culture, but I mean, it formulates into one entity, so I guess you could say like favorite fictional alien culture in general.
Yeah. There you go then. Favourite fictional alien culture. They're totally fucking rad, basically.
Exactly.
Triple kill.
Because I'm a shithead,
so
and I always
scary.
like to ask my friends these questions on stream. What is your favourite Covenant species?
Sorry?
Which is your favourite species in the Covenant?
I think. Of course, it's, number one is going to be the Sangheili, but I really like.
Fuck yeah,
the
Sangheili. A special loudly screaming place. Yeah, mine are this. Oh, oh my god, I got a Splocket. I got Splocket combo. Fear me, mortals. No, I did get exploded, but I respawned and I got rocket launcher and Spartan laser.
Nice.
This is my random combo. I could not be happier.
I can't grab new weapons because my right bumper is bust.
Reinforcements.
You could say you've got a buggered bumper.
Double kill.
Yep. Oh my god. It is. Buggered bumper.
Oh, I missed my last blazer shot. Damn it.
Well done.
Killing
My
spree.
weapon is low. Target.
Double kill. Double kill. Reinforcements.
I really wish they didn't have that lining on the crate so you could actually jump inside it.
Oh, same. Be a box Spartan. The
It's a Spartan in
ultimate
a box.
military technology. Portable Spartans. Imagine a box gets delivered to the Covenant with like a bow on it. You open it up. Fuck you, it's box Spartan.
Yes. Incredibly valid.
That's how Operation Red Flag should have gone down. Just Master Chief in a box.
Double
Master
kill.
Chief in a box.
Reinforcements.
Boo.
Also, I feel so sorry for the guy who plays Master Chief because he started doing that that thing where you can pay him to say lines, and he's fairly
Oh,
expensive, but given what they made Solid Snake's voice actor say, Master Chief is going to be saying some weird shit.
Yeah. Even like a small. Have you seen Has Been real quick? Just to be sure. They will ask some pretty
think
bizarre
so.
things like the voice actors for it, and
Oh my god.
I can only imagine what people would ask the voice of Master Chief to say. If that was a small example of what it could be.
I can already see the ones about being too dummy thick to sneak past the
Last
Covenant.
Gotta
enemy.
take the good with the bad.
I can see them coming a mile off.
And the cat is meowing at the door. And I'm pretty sure it's.
Oh.
He's not allowed in here. But she's asking
No
to come in
kitties
here anyway.
allowed.
Because she hears us. Like,
15 minutes remaining.
yeah.
Mythic.
She hears the
Round
rookie.
start.
She desires the affections.
You do. Like, she wouldn't meow in here if there was nobody, you know, in the room, but she hears me, so she's like, give me affection, let me in.
Let me
Let me
in!
get her all over the bed. It's like, it's not my room, so no. Oh, I'm an idiot. Okay. I didn't realize where I was going.
Oh, hey, same hat.
Ah!
Also, we made the discovery yesterday, or the realization that the concussion rifle in this game is just the biggest, most phallic big iron.
Oh my god.
Because it's got a spinny bit in the middle, it's got
You have
6
it?
shots. Yeah.
That's
It's just a
it?
big revolver. Yeah.
Oh.
It's just a really big revolver that fires explosions.
Really? Like, it's cool. I never paid attention to that before. But now that you say that, I'll never touch it again.
Reinforcements.
It's the biggest of irons. Just also happens to be vaguely penis shaped. The Covenant have a big thing about making things vaguely penis shaped when I think about it.
I think they like the
I say,
organic
mind you,
looking
I
shapes.
say that like humanity doesn't. Yeah, they do tend to have quite organic shapes. I always tend to find like shitpost on the side. The Covenant ships always remind me of clouds.
1 second. Sorry, for some reason the audio just seems to keep getting quieter and quieter.
Reinforcements.
That's weird.
Kind of difficult to hear you. I may have to do some funky stuff. This is what happens when you don't play with people often. AKA, just nothing works. Never you.
Your headset's just sitting here like, it's 1,000 years! Why have you woken me from my slumber, rookie?
Awaken from my slumber, how it's been 87 years and you're only going now?
Like, your headset was getting ready to go to the headset retirement home and you just pulled it back into service. It's just, why?
Exactly.
Why, rookie?
Honestly.
I was 2 days from retirement.
Oh my god. Now I am the person that spawns with pack of elites. Jesus.
Oh god, and it's the sniper elites as well. Oh no. No, please not this. Anything but this. I do not want my arse cheeks to be filled with bullet holes.
No. I think. Yeah, neither of us want that. Not great.
Oh god,
You don't
these
wanna do
guys
that
are
until
literally the worst
Oh.
enemies.
Assist spree.
Ooh, assist spree, nice. You, give me your sniper.
Sorry, I snatched you.
I have stolen the sniper.
Excellent. Oops.
I've got an itch, I need to play one-handed for a second.
Reinforcements.
Whack. Ooh, hammer. This is your hammer. There's your hammer.
Yep. Oh, thank you. Ugh. If I can actually pick it up, that would be nice.
Ooh, I got more ammo for my sniper. I'm a happy boy. I see them angry boys.
Angry boys?
Yeah,
Oh,
the
the
elite
Mean Boys?
rangers and the generals. To be honest, the elite ranger design in this game is really cool.
Even though-
Enemies remaining. Last enemy. Sidekick.
Ooh, I got an assist frenzy. I got sidekick.
Ouch.
That's 10 assists without dying. I've never had that before.
I need a medic. Ah.
Medic! Medic!
Medic!
Medic!
Medic! Ah! Oh my god.
Oh,
please.
rookie, get
What do you-
this. So I checked. I mentioned this on stream earlier, but I'm going to say it again because I need to tell you about this.
Yes.
In Gears of War 5, in theory, you could have Emil versus a Terminator. Like Halo Reach Emil versus the Terminator. They're both in the game.
Really?
Yes, really.
That's awesome.
Like, you know
How do you-
that gif of the dude blinking in surprise?
Yes. Yes. I know
That
the
was
very
that
one.
was me. That was me today when I discovered that was something one could reasonably do in a Gears of War game. Like, Gears of War is doing some fucking sci-fi Smash Bros shit.
Cannon up.
You can also play as Cat, which is quite cool, and Sarah Connor.
Nice.
What would be absolutely Chad mode is if they could get the rights to add in
Reinforcements.
the Xenomorph and Ripley.
Yes.
That would be so rad.
Stellar. Absolutely. And what if it was like both Ripley's, like Alien Isolation, you know, like then you have Mother.
That would be
Gospel.
really cool.
It'd be stellar. Like they may not reunite in canon, but we can have this. We can have this much.
Oh, and you know what else? Arnie and the
What?
Predator. Get them in there as well.
Who?
Arnold Schwarzenegger and the Predator. That'd be amazing.
Dude, if
Oh, and of course,
the
if they could.
characters they
Sorry,
play
carry on.
were to, essentially, if there was a crossover between Predator and Aliens that involved like the human protagonists, the aliens would die.
Yeah.
There's just too much chaotic power in both.
I'm also about to get wrecked.
Oh, surprisingly.
Reinforcements.
Hey! Cool.
Of course, the
Alright,
other one I want to see in
that.
Gears, if they could do a crossover with it, would be like the Doom guy and a demon. Like that'd be awesome as well.
Press RB to vent the vein. Jesus! Heavy blanket was
Oh god,
operated.
did you get a plasma repeater?
Yeah,
You poor soul.
which is exactly the worst thing. It just is the worst thing. Someone with a
Yeah,
bloody
like-
right something.
The thing is, this sounds mean because I do actually like the way the plasma repeater looks, but I think objectively it might actually be the worst weapon in the game.
Probably, honestly. Well,
Like,
you know,
it's
I'm sure
probably
there's one
either
that's
this
worse.
or the assault rifle.
Reinforcements.
I like the power it has. Aside from that,
Yeah, it's a satisfying gun to use, but it doesn't quite back up its bark with its bite, I tend to find.
you know, like the
I
plasma.
don't know, maybe I'm just
pistol
using it wrong.
Tend to be a little bit more useful, and that's kind of a not something you want to hear.
Well, the plasma pistol in this game is actually, like, low-key pretty good.
I mean, admittedly, in pretty much every Halo game, the plasma pistol has its merit. If you use it right, it'll do
Yeah.
well.
The only game where it's not good is Halo 4. And that's because the EMP takes out a ridiculous amount of the charge.
Yeah. Ooh, get
Which I
'em.
always found really disconcerting.
2 enemies remaining. Last enemy.
I still miss dual wielding. I hope they bring dual wielding back for the next Halo.
Famine. Till. On. Bonus round.
Ah, behind you.
Mildly panics comrade noises. I was busy admiring that brute chieftain's rather lovely
Double kill.
beard ponytail.
Uh-huh. Not surprising.
I don't know what the actual term for that would be. A beard ponytail.
Like, if the corpses are here, you can show me. So I know exactly what you're talking about too. I think I'm hearing you right, but my audio's still really awkward, really low.
Ah, shit. I'm sorry, my dude.
Okay.
I'm doing the Zappy Boys.
Zappy boy?
Zappy Boys.
Is that like a certain gun you're using, or is it just the
Yes, a little Zappy Boy.
Oh, okay.
No.
Bonus round over.
Oh,
Good
I'm alive. Cool.
Game over.
Yeah.
Yay! And a bunny jump.
Oh, Drift. Hey, you're back. Hi, Drift Star. I wasn't paying attention to the chat. I'm sorry.
Oh no!
And this disembodied voice, Drift Star. That's Rookie.
Hello! Oh man, the Twitch stream seems, on my end, seems
I now know.
way behind.
I now know that Drift Star is in the chat, so I can pay attention to the chat now.
Woo!
Sorry about that, dude. I was hyper focused on the game for a second there. I wasn't ignoring it, honest. Also, did I just... Oh, I leveled up! New shoulders, yay! Wait, who? Okay, someone I don't know has just messaged me on Discord. Do I have a...
1 second, Eclipse is losing her marbles.
Oh, it's someone from that one server.
Nope! Really? He just wants to go out through the back door.
This sector is your #1 priority, soldier.
Escape. Ooh, it's raining outside.
Set, start,
sucker.
skulls.
I should go out there.
Right, we got fuel rod gunfight, I think. No, we got arcade fight. I didn't get a chance to change my loadout because I was mindly distracted.
Did you? What did
no,
you
no.
do?
I wanted to change my loadout, but I didn't get time.
First,
Hello, Restart. I'm glad you had a nice little sleepy. Do you sleep well, my dude?
double kill.
I'm being shotted.
Set a mess.
Double kill.
Oh, whoa.
Reinforcements.
I think that's probably the first time on stream that I've not, like, paid attention to the chat. And the first time I don't pay attention to the chat, someone pops up. I feel really bad.
Double kill. Killing frenzy.
I mean, it was a pretty intensive level, and plus I was talking your ear off, so it's absolutely fair.
Nah, you weren't.
Double kill. Triple kill.
Oh god.
Reinforcements. Running riot. Triple kill.
Suddenly, I really want to write Soul Gun again, just for the sake of doing a Destiny Halo Reach crossover again. Almost read the new thing.
Whoa. Heck. Ah, god, my controller. No, come back.
Reinforcements.
Target down. My weapon is low. Reloading.
Uh-oh, it's the elites with human weapons again.
Double kill. Shotgun spree.
Whoop. Go away. Bad aliens. Naughty aliens
Gotta
with
watch
human
your back.
guns.
Killing spree.
Cover your
Don't worry,
six.
I've got the Covenant. I've got the anti-Covenant super weapon again. Oh, sorry.
You nearly ran me over, but that was so worth it. Just see a little forklift going by. You gave me a close call,
Damn it.
like a little positivity thing.
Boink.
The poor little forklift.
Don't worry, there's another one over here.
Yay! Extra forklift. Oh god. Yes, forklift. It lifts the
Yes, I
entire
am
port
the driver.
clear from the ground.
Don't worry, I am coming to save the day again.
Yay!
Minutes remaining.
You know the speed.
Whoops.
You go steal your shotgun. Oh, nice.
I'm having to shift in my chair.
5 enemies remaining.
My rear end has gone numb.
What?
My arse has been
Stand up then. Get some
I
blood
tried
flowing.
to put it politely, but there's no polite way to put it. My arse has gone dead.
Now your new nickname is Num Bum.
My new no.
Mythic on. Round start.
I heard there's a little backpack in the corner here. Never noticed that.
What is?
There's a little backpack. Just on the board about there.
See? my way.
Goodbye, jackals.
Oh!
Ooh, that's
Yeah, there is.
surprisingly good kill. Now I want to be able to put a backpack on my Spark. Because that's something
Yeah, what's
I've
the
always
backpack?
wanted, because I really like George's backpack. Oh, okay. Apparently the forklift has a fucking self-righting mechanism.
As what?
It like tipped onto its side and then sprung back up.
Awesome. I mean, admittedly, that would be a very useful feature to implement in any company that's machines. I'm surprised we don't
That's how
have
they,
that feature.
Reloading, cover me.
It's something they did on Robot Wars, because in Robot Wars quite often the robots would flip each other over, so they invented self-righting mechanisms so they could flip themselves back into position.
Yeah! Makes it so they can keep fighting. I really like the one robot fight where the little thing, it's like a little scoop of sorts, and one thing the other robot charges really fast at it. It dodges like a little lightning bolt, and then just spins around, flips it over right off the edge. Yes.
Oh, I know the one!
Yep.
My favourite is from the British Robot War, the BBC Robot War series, and the robot Razor attacks one of the the show exclusive house robots, ones that were actually like built by designers for the BBC, and it bites its arse essentially. Matilda gets her arse bitten by Razor. And then the round after that, if I'm not mistaken, they had Matilda all done up in bandages.
It was what?
Matilda the robot, after Razor tore her up with its big old beak, was all in bandages.
Oh.
I will find the footage later and I'll send you it on Discord because it is so fucking funny.
Yeah. That sounds lovely.
Shotgun spree.
And terrifying.
And Sergeant Bash, one of the other house robots who had like a flamethrower mounted on top of him, he ended up attacking the referee bot at one point.
No! That little box is getting in big trouble. You don't attack the referee. Absolutely feral.
Whee! I've died so many times this round and I don't care, I'm just playing for a laugh at this point. I got the bit of armour I was after though, I did forget to equip it. The ranking system in the new Reach is really weird as well. Have you played much of the new Reach, Rookie? Also, I've not got chat open again, god damn it, hang on. Where's chat? Chat has disappeared. I've lost chat. There's chat.
Good work.
So that's... you. It's just us.
Just us?
The other dude's AFKing.
Oh.
Reloading.
Look at this wanker. Fuck you, Spademint Fox. You're a cunt.
This is
Wait, let's let the Covenant into the spawn to get him. We should lure some Covenant in here to murderize him.
Yeah. That would be a totally evil thing to do, but honestly...
Let's do it. Let's get the Covenant in here.
It'd be funny if a cat or something laid down on their remote controller and just caused them to wander into a wall.
Hey Covenant, come and get me! Juicy humans, here for you to murder. I'm gonna lure them up here. Okay, so we can escape down this little ramp once they get in here. We'll just leave them to murder him.
No.
Even the
after him.
brutes are doing evil laughs.
They're leaving him alone. Oh, they were. Oh, that's a note raid. Now they got him.
He's getting
Moving.
bullied. It's beautiful.
Moving around. Kind of. Oh.
Little wide of mud. Yeah, got it.
Double kill.
They got him.
That's the most evil thing I've ever seen anyone do, and we took part in it.
He spawned outside. Wait, no. He runs back inside. He's obviously got an elastic band around his controller so that he just runs back here.
I guess so.
What a dick.
Amazing. And he's got...
Shotgun spree.
Wow.
Killing spree. Triple kill. Double kill.
We are just two feral little gremlins, aren't we?
I think we might be.
That was like... Oh my god. Something African grey parrots, I think, would do. Or parrot, whatever they're called. The torment.
Or
Someone of
crows.
inferior intelligence.
Yeah, the other
What-
dude rage quit and this dude's just AFKing.
Reinforcement.
Yeah,
Killing
he or
frenzy.
she is just a gunner. And they've been... I haven't seen them do anything this entire game, so I'm not really sure what's happening here.
They have 0 points. They have literally done nothing. They've just left us to flounder.
I'm gonna hope
What a prick.
that it's just like... I don't know, some kind of roller issue that they're having.
No, it's a thing that's been happening. I've seen it once already, and one of Dristar's friends also saw someone AFKing in Firefight. I think Dristar saw someone AFKing in Firefight as well, actually, on PC.
Yep.
Yep, people just AFK on Firefight now to try and get free XP.
Oh, that's weird.
2 enemies remaining.
Yep, they can't be asked to actually play the game, so they just leave their controller sitting there. And fuck everyone else.
Like, if they were just standing, they wouldn't be, like, standing in place, they wouldn't be able to get anything, right? But if they have moved a little bit, it kind of counts, right?
Round start.
Or is
Yeah, I
that
think
just,
so.
like, made up rules?
5 minutes remaining.
And now you're dead.
Yeah, we might not finish the entire... We might not be able to kill all the aliens in time to do the whole thing, but... We got pretty far considering it's just 2 people at this point.
Yeah. And we've done a lot of damage.
Now that's a lot of damage!
What is it even from?
It's from an advert for like a very fancy type of duct tape. Called flex tape.
Oh.
And this dude saws a boat in half and then puts it back together with flex tape.
Double
And it's
kill.
sort of become a meme.
I think I know the one you're talking about, yeah.
Yeah, it's like an
make a
infomercial,
boat
kind of in
out
the
of that
vein of Billy Mays.
Killing frenzy.
Boing.
Shotgun spree. Double kill.
Can't.
Hold on a sec. Comrade is multitasking.
I just blew myself up. Oopsie daisy.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. It's the naughty boys. It's the Sanghelis with Hummun weapons.
Cover me, need the reload.
Running riot.
Whoa! Oh my god. I just barely dodged them
Whoa. I'm having to like duck and dodge and jump to avoid them. You cheeky bugger, I've had enough of your bullshit, you orange boy. Give him a good slapping. Oh, slappy. Big slappy.
Ultimate slap.
Reinforcements.
Slap with a double P.
Honestly, I think that image of the TF2 scout with his ass sticking out, just titled Big Slappy, will never not be funny to me.
Even without context, it's still a good one.
Just, it doesn't need context, it transcends context. Though to be honest, a lot of TF2 things do. Like, what is it about Team Fortress 2 that is just so inherently surreally comedic? Like those TF2 shitpost videos that you see on YouTube that are done like stop motion in Gmod.
I'm not really sure. It seems
they're
to pull
never
all the
not
chaotic
funny.
energy in the soul.
I remember one of my favourite trends with that is people used to make their own like TF2 cryptids almost. And they'd be like these weird versions of the TF2 characters that do weird stuff. Like, the one that immediately springs to mind for me was, he was called Penis Cupcake, of all things, and he was this bizarre cannibalistic soldier. He made these weird clicking noises.
I've done a very mean thing. Sorry
Another
to
successful mission.
distract you.
I was on the ground.
Out of pure offense, I threw a grenade at the one who is not playing. Just as a last, like, how dare.
Driftstar remembers Penis Cupcake, hell yeah. Does Box of Cocks count? Yeah, I remember Box of Cocks. There was another one, he was like a floating sniper called Weasel Cake.
Sniper Weasel Cake?
He's another one of the TF2 cryptids that comes to mind. And Dangerous Bacon, I remember Dangerous Bacon. That was such a weird time.
Whoa.
Right, let's not get match made with them again, hopefully.
I think I'm gonna have to roll off here. But this was a lot of fun.
That's fair enough, because I'm probably going to have to call it quits for the night as well. I am really tired.
Makes sense. You were playing... What time did you start streaming? It was before I think I even woke up.
I started, I think around, you know, I'm not quite sure. I think I started around 7-ish.
Okay, so yeah, probably before I was even awake, alive.
Oh, don't worry, Driftstar. You can get some more sleep. And
Yes, catch some
I started
Z's.
at 8 o'clock. I started at 8 o'clock, and I've been streaming for nearly 4 hours, according to Driftstar. But Driftstar's in
Whoa.
a different time zone to me, so that would be starting at 7. So yes, I started at
Yeah.
7 GMT.
That's a long time. Jeez.
I don't know what I always stream for like really long periods of time, like usually 4-ish hours at a time. Yeah, I
I don't know how
usually
you
go
have the
until
stamina
1
for
a.m.
it.
where Driftstar is, which is usually midnight where I am.
Mhm.
But I'm going to end a little earlier tonight because I do have a slight bit of a headache, and I probably should get some sleep because I stayed up late last night.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, usually 4 or 5 hours. Driftstar's right.
Ooh.
Yeah, that was really fun, Ricky. I'm really glad you were able to join us on stream.
Same. It was a lot of
That was a
fun.
right
I'm glad
laugh.
that you had me.
Hell yeah. I'm always happy to have people who have like the mod symbol join the stream, like just in general.
Yeah. It's just fun. It's like
Hell
we
yeah.
haven't been able to play a game in a while, so I figured it was like, yo, it's time. It's gotta happen. Now or
Perfect
never.
timing.
You know,
Don't worry, just start. I
sometimes we
will
should go
make sure to stay
through-
hydrated.
Hmm?
I was just saying, Driftstar, I'll make sure to stay hydrated because of the headaches.
Yes, that's very important.
He says spilling water down his front again as he tries to take a sip because I'm a fucking idiot.
I think you may need a
Fuck's
little
sake.
sticky straw to prevent any spillage.
I need a bendy straw.
The curly ones, the crazy straws,
Oh, I used to love them when I was little. They were so good.
they were fun.
Yeah,
But,
they
oh,
were good.
You know, if you're ever up for it, we should go through with the
Yeah?
Halo games together, but like on co-op. And just
Hell yeah, I'm always
zoom,
down for Halo
zoom
co-op.
all over the place. Preferably with a better headset on my end. Need to find out what's going on with both of them.
Fair enough. I need a bib. Just as right, I need a bib.
Think I have an idea now. You'll have to wait and see. Alright, well, I shall catch y'all later. Get some Z's. Drink
Hell
some
yeah,
water,
Ricky,
get
thanks for
some
joining me on the
spell.
stream.
If you're gonna continue to spell all over yourself, hop in the shower.
Don't worry, I should be okay. I don't think I have a hole in my lip. A bib that says absolute legend. Massive legend here.
Massive spilly slappy legend.
Oh god. But yes, you go, and I'm assuming get some sleep. I don't know what time it is in your time zone.
For Driftstar, I don't know. Probably needs more Z's. You need to get some sleep. I need to hang out with Mum for a bit because we don't often get this kind of opportunity. So hopefully she'll be feeling
Hell
better
yeah,
about
go and
it
hang out
today.
with your mum, my dude.
Oh no, I'm saying it like you know, y'all. We don't say mum over here. We say mom, mother, mama, all
Mom.
those things. It's infectious. The British way. I've caught myself spelling things the British way, like color with the OU.
Oh god,
R,
with the unnecessary U of doom.
I mean, it reads okay. I have nothing against it, but sometimes it's like drawing a little bit too much inspiration from other places can make things very wonky. And you're trying to write in this one particular mindset. What did Drift say?
Driftstar, I love. Driftstar said British doom, doom, but so doom, but with an unnecessary U in it.
Yes! Like Doom.
British Halo just has like a U after the O.
A dune.
Hello.
It is dune. Dune. But then you have to add an E. I mean, I could also see them adding an E at the end of that after the U and the M. I gotta skedaddle. Bye.
Alright. See you later, my dude.
Farewell.
AliasComrade. Oh, man. That was a nice surprise. It's always cool to have someone join on the stream. Oh, hang on. I think the party went funny. Yep, looks like the party went funny. Yeah, that was Rookie. I did say earlier, but I think you'd gone to sort out your headache at that point. And like I said earlier, sorry I missed you in the chat, dude. I was like hyper-focused on the game for a second, and the one time I wasn't paying attention to the chat, someone posted Murphy's Law and all that. But yeah, as soon as crossplay comes out, Driftstar, we're getting you in on this shit. You need to suffer as much as the rest of my friends. If I get more than one person playing with me, I'm going to refer to it as my suffer squad. But for now, I am going to call it a night. A little earlier than normal, but we leveled up to where I wanted to level up to. We got the UA multi-threat shoulders. So, thank you all for watching. If you enjoy my streams, I archive them on my YouTube channel, AliasComrade, where Driftstar does lovely thumbnails for all of them, and they look very fancy. If you want to see when I am streaming, I announce my streams on Twitter, at AliasComrade. I also have a Tumblr where I post fan art sometimes. And join us again tomorrow for more Halo Reach, probably. I might take a break tomorrow, I haven't decided. Originally I was going to stream Hollow Knight tomorrow, but I want to save Hollow Knight, as I said before, for when my friend who got it for me can actually watch the stream. Which will be the week after next, probably. That's when we'll start Hollow Knight and start playing through that. Well, I do like to do that, Driftstar. If someone gets me a game, I either, if possible, like to play it with them the first time I do it, or let them, like, make sure they're around and able to watch the stream when I first play it. I understand that might not be something I can always do if I become a bigger streamer, but while I'm a small streamer, I want to take advantage of the fact that I can sort of shift my schedule around to do that. But yes, stay frosty everyone. I will see you tomorrow, probably with more Halo Reach. And, yeah, probably Destiny PvP on Friday. Ninny for now.